A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Mystery is my hobby.
Tonight's story began one evening last summer. Alan Fisher, a wealthy mining engineer, recently married to his young and beautiful wife, was being called upon by a young attorney named Frank Woodman.
Good evening, Frank. Come in.
I got your message, Fisher. It sounded urgent.
It is. I have a special case I want you to handle for me. Shall we go into the study?
Okay. As I told you over the phone, I have an important engagement.
I think what I have to say will preclude the possibility of your engagement. Sit over there, please.
What's the idea of locking the door?
Don't get alarmed. I merely want to ensure privacy.
That's what Helene.
She won't, Frank. My wife isn't home tonight. She doesn't even know that you're here.
Oh. Now, what was it you wanted to see me about?
Sit down, sit down. It may take some time.
So my appointment.
Your appointment can wait. Cigar, Frank?
No, thanks. You know I don't smoke cigars.
Of course, I've forgotten. You live in a cigarette-smoking generation, don't you, Frank? You and Helene.
See here, Fisher, if you don't...
If you'll indulge an old man a lifelong habit, I'll light up. There's nothing like an after-dinner cigar, my boy. You should try it sometime.
I'll stick to cigarettes. Look, what's this all about?
Of course. You're curious, aren't you, my boy? Well, this case I want you to handle involves a very dear friend of mine.
Do I know him?
You know him, my boy. Very well indeed.
What's his name? Perhaps it's someone I wouldn't even be interested in representing.
On the contrary, I think you will, Frank. However, for the moment, I shall withhold his identity until you decide.
That's nonsense. You don't care to...
He's quite an elderly man, Frank. About 60, I should judge. Recently, he had the good fortune to meet and marry a very lovely young woman.
Oh, I see. One of those June and January affairs,
A very apt description, my boy. However, my friend, despite his age, was sincerely and honestly in love with his young wife. He believed he could make her happy.
They always do.
Do they, Frank? That's one of the things I'm curious about. As a lawyer, I felt that you could advise me.
Well, it depends upon the girl, I suppose.
Ah, that is exactly what I wanted to hear. It depends upon the girl.
I don't get it.
Perhaps I'd better explain further then. For a time, my friend and his young wife were quite happy. Then one evening at a party, my friend's wife was presented to a personable young man of about her own age.
Well, that usually happens, too.
Yes. Thereafter, my friend lived in torment of doubt and suspicion.
Your friend's story is following the usual pattern.
I suppose it is. To you, a lawyer, his predicament must be an old story.
Yes, and a tiring one.
I'm sorry. However, there is a point in my friend's story where it deviates from the customary pattern.
Oh?
Yes. My friend, though aware of his wife's infidelity and knowing that she was perhaps more to blame for the situation than the young man, did not accuse her of her disloyalty, nor throw her out into the cold, cruel world.
No? What did he do?
Unfortunately, my friend realized that without his beautiful young wife, despite her faults, life would scarcely be worth living.
Still don't get it.
You will in a moment, Frank, I'm sure. Realizing the depths to which his love went, my friend began to think of some means of removing the young man from the scene.
Yes, such as killing him? Fisher, you can tell your friend for me that he's a fool. He wouldn't get away with it.
My friend realizes that, Frank. He knows that murder would not solve the problem. So he thought of another means of accomplishing his purpose.
Another?
My friend is quite wealthy, Frank. He happens to know that the young man in whom his wife is interested is, shall we say, not too well off.
I see.
Coincidentally, the young man is a lawyer, Frank, like yourself. You can understand how difficult it is for struggling young lawyers these days.
Yeah, I know all that.
Now, as a lawyer, Frank, I want you to advise me what to do. Would you suggest that I tell my friend to offer the young man a sum of money to leave the country? Being very subtle about it, of course.
Well, no harm in trying.
What sum would you suggest, Frank?
I'd say the sum should be in direct ratio to the young man's fondness for your friend's wife.
In other words, every man has his price.
That's it.
What would you say to $25,000?
I'd say it wasn't enough.
$50,000.
Well, the young man would be crazy if he took it. Where could he'd go on $50,000 and set himself up in business and live the life to which he'd be entitled?
Entitled?
He'd have to sacrifice the young wife, wouldn't he? Well, there should be some compensation for that.
I see. $75,000.
He's still way low.
Low. Be reasonable, Frank. My friend loves his wife madly. She's all he has left in life.
Then your friend should be willing to pay whatever amount the young man asks.
What would that figure be?
$250,000.
$250,000? But that's out of the question. My friend hasn't any such amount.
I think your friend is lying.
He isn't, Frank. I swear it.
And your friend's a fool to even think about
it. Frank.
What the devil's the matter? What are you doing here?
Don't move. There's someone outside the French door. He has a gun.
You're crazy.
Oh, no, I'm not. Stay where you are. I've got a gun in this
Put that gun down, you fool. Don't think you can trip me. I'm turning around. Put a gun on.
You see, under the circumstances, Mrs. Fisher, it would... Excuse me, please. I think that calls for me.
Of course.
Yes?
Hello, Bart.
Hello, Inspector. What are those fingerprints show?
There were two sets on the gun. Frank Woodman's and Fisher's.
I see. Anything else?
Anything else? What more do you want? Help things do this, Bart. We already know that Woodman was making a play for Fisher's wife.
Inspector, Mrs. Fisher is with me now.
Uh-oh.
Get down here as soon as you can, Inspector. There are some new developments that I want to discuss with you.
New developments? Now, look, you don't mean this is Fisher.
As soon as you can, Inspector. Goodbye. I'm afraid that the case against Frank Woodman looks rather bad, Mrs. Fisher.
Yes, I overheard what Inspector Daphne said about the fingerprints. Mr. Drake, I'm sure you're making a mistake. Frank Woodman...
Unfortunately, Mrs. Fisher, there are neither witnesses nor evidence to substantiate Mr. Woodman's rather fantastic stories. And as a lawyer, he should know it.
But if there were someone outside the French door...
Inspector Danton's men have covered every inch of ground outside the French doors, Mrs. Fisher. There's no evidence that anyone was there.
And you lend no credence to Frank's story that he picked up the gun and ran through the French doors after the slayer?
I might, except for one thing. Mr. Woodman stated that an instant before your husband died, he gasped, "I got him."
What's so fantastic about that?
Mrs. Fisher, the police medical examiner stated that your husband was killed instantly. If that is true, he couldn't have said, "I got him," after he was shot, could he?
Oh, I see.
And Louis, your butler, heard your husband and Mr. Woodman quarreling. Woodman substantiated this.
Well, I should think that the mere fact that Frank did substantiate the quarrel
would indicate that he had a clear conscience. No, Mrs. Fisher, Woodman was merely being clever. He knew that the case against him was bad, therefore it was to his advantage to make the admission. And the fact
that I admit being in love with Frank gives him a motive. Is that correct, Mr. Drake?
Not quite. The fact that Mr. Woodman knew that you would inherit your husband's fortune when he died, and that you were in love with him, provided the motive.
That's unkind. It's brutal and cruel.
Murder is also brutal and cruel, Mrs. Fisher.
Are you going to arrest Frank?
I'm afraid Inspector Danton will have no choice.
I beg your pardon.
Come in, Louis. What have you there?
The mail, sir. It just came. Shall I leave it here, Mrs. Fisher?
If you don't mind, Louis, I'll fix the letter.
Oh, but
Let him have it, Louis. I seem to be deprived of my rights as a citizen.
Why don't you go upstairs and lie down, madam? You've been wearing those heavy riding boots and that jacket all morning. You must be
Thank
tired.
you, Louis. I couldn't sleep. I'll remain here until it's over.
Mrs. Fisher, did you ever know a man named Horace Gay?
Horace Gay?
Mm-hmm.
What about him?
This envelope addressed to you contains a newspaper clipping that states that Horace Gay escaped from prison last week.
Oh, no. Couldn't see it. Was there anything else in the envelope?
No, that's all. Just a clipping. Then you do know Mr. Gay, hmm?
A long time ago. He was in love with me. We were to be married.
What happened?
Horace worked in a bank. Funds were found missing. Horace was accused. He killed a man.
Okay. Did your husband know about this?
No. Telling Ellen would have done no good. I'd completely forgotten. Mr. Drake.
Yes?
Before they took Horace away, he swore that if I ever married anyone else, he'd kill him.
And you think that possibly...
Yes. Oh, don't you see? It was Horace outside those French doors. It must have been. Oh, thank heavens, you can't arrest Frank now. You can't.
There, Mrs. Fisher. You mustn't get excited. Let me help you upstairs.
No, get away from me, Louis. Well, Mr. Drake?
You're really in love with Mr. Woodman, aren't you, Mrs. Fisher?
Yes, I am. I'm desperately in love with him. Is it wicked to love a man and try to protect him?
Not at all, Mrs. Fisher. Only I don't think you're trying to protect Frank Woodman.
Okay, Bart, we spent the whole day looking for clues that don't exist. Now we're right back at the scene of the crime where we started from. When are you going to let me arrest somebody?
Inspector, you can start arresting anytime you like. Whom do you want to arrest?
The guy who murdered Alan Fisher, naturally.
And who's that, Inspector?
It's Frank Woodman. You said so yourself. He had a motive, his fingerprints around the gun. Oh, doggone it, Bart. I wish you wouldn't change your mind so often.
I haven't changed my mind, Inspector. How do you account for that shot that came through the French doors?
How do I account for it?
Uh-huh.
You said yourself that Woodman probably fired the shot just to throw us off.
Did I? Well, the broken glass was inside the study, Inspector. That indicates that the shot came from the outside. Besides, there was only one shot fired from Fisher's gun. No, Inspector. I'm afraid there was someone outside those French doors.
Well, I'll be doggone. Bart, you're giving me a headache. Whose side are you on, anyway? Look, for crying out loud.
You really sound unhappy, Inspector. Let's see, what time is it? 9 o'clock. Oh, that's odd.
Yeah, isn't it, though? Every time it gets to be 9 o'clock, it's odd. What's odd about it?
It doesn't happen soon. I've been... Oh, hello, Woodman. Come in. I've been expecting you.
I can give that back to you, Drake. I've been expecting you. Oh, Denton.
Oh, to take you off to jail, you mean?
Yeah. Look, you guys, I'm tired of sitting around this house waiting for you masterminds to build a case against me. Either make a formal arrest...
Oh, so you're tired of waiting for us to build a case against you, Bub. Well, let me tell you something. We got a case that'll send you to the chair quicker than...
If you have a case against me, why all this stalling?
You seem pretty sure of yourself, Woodman.
Sure I am. I'm a lawyer, Drake. You haven't got anything on me. I know it, and you know it. So what's the game?
We got enough on you to keep you sitting in this house, Bub, even if you are tired.
As a matter of fact, Woodman, we are playing a game. The first half is over, and in a moment we can...
Jumping Judas, listen to that.
Now, come on, come on. I think the second half of the game has begun.
How do you know?
Never mind that. Let's get up there.
Hey, there's the butler at the top of the stairs.
I see him.
This way, gentlemen.
What's he running, a conducted tour?
This is Mrs. Fisher's room.
Come in.
Oh, Frank. Frank, it was all...
Inspector, take a look out that window.
Okay.
Well, Mrs. Fisher.
You're safe now, darling. Tell us what happened.
I went to bed about an hour ago. I must have dropped off to sleep. I didn't realize how exhausted I was.
Oh, you poor kid.
I think she can talk without you holding her in her arms, Woodman. Please stand over there.
Listen, you can't...
Over there, I said.
Okay.
Very well, Mrs. Fisher. Go on with your story.
It was pitch dark. Suddenly I woke up.
Was it the shot that wakened you?
Quit crowding her, Drake. The poor girl's upset.
Woodman, one more remark out of you, and you'll spend the rest of the night in jail. Go on, Mrs. Fisher.
No, it wasn't the shot that wakened me, Mr. Drake. I'm not sure what it was. It was pitch dark, and the first thing I saw was the luminous dial of a man's watch glowing in the dark only a few feet from my head.
Horrible.
Go on, Mrs. Fisher. What happened?
Well, that's when I screamed. The man, whoever he was, must have become frightened. He ran out into the balcony, banging the screen door shut behind him.
But there was a shot.
Apparently, after he got outside, he remembered what he'd come for. I could see him standing there, silhouetted against the sky. Then he raised his hand and shot through the screen door.
Good heavens.
There's a hole through the screen, all right. Right, how's the babe?
She's all right, Inspector. By the way, Mrs. Fisher, after the shot came, did you get out of bed?
No, of course not.
Then who turned on the lights in this room?
I did, sir. I heard Mrs. Fisher scream and came running along the hall. I opened the door and snapped on the light.
Then closed it again and came back to the stairs to start the conducted tour, I suppose.
Well, yes, sir. I did. I didn't think it discreet to remain in Mrs. Fisher's room when she...
That stinks, Louie. For all you know, Mrs. Fisher was murdered in bed, but you were too shy to stay in the room.
It's a pity some other people can't be as discreet.
Oh, shut up, Junior. You're not married to the lady either, yet. But I think we got ourselves another suspect.
That's ridiculous. Lewis is the most trustworthy butler I've ever known.
Thank you, madam.
He's also the only butler you've ever known, Mrs. Fisher. By the way, when you saw the prowler standing out in the balcony, didn't you recognize him?
Recognize him? You mean that Harris.
Yes, it's a possibility that shouldn't be overlooked, Mrs. Fisher. I'm surprised you didn't. All right, Inspector, let's get going.
Yeah, sure. Good idea. Where are we going?
We're going to look the grounds over for Horace, Inspector. We can't have these good people thinking themselves under suspicion if Horace is our man.
Is that your friend?
Yes. Turn on the bedside light.
Oh, Frank, I love you so.
I love you. I got your signal to come back. Is anything wrong?
Oh, darling, I want to help you. You know that, don't you?
Of course.
Frank, listen to me. Have you ever heard of Horace Gay?
Not until Drake spoke of him. Who is he, anyhow?
He's an escaped convict from Sing Sing. He was sent up for murdering a man.
Good heavens. What, Drake?
Because I told Drake that Horace Gay and I were once in love. I told him that after the trial, Horace threatened to kill any man that I married.
Helene, you don't mean that you...
Of course not. I never heard of Horace Gay until I read about him in the paper. I cut out the clipping and mailed it to myself.
But why in heaven's name?
But don't you see why? I wanted Drake and everyone else to think that Horace Gay had come back and murdered Alan.
But what if they...
Capture Horace Gay? Oh, they won't, darling. That's how I was clever. The clipping came from a year-old paper. The police have practically given up searching for Horace Gay.
Yes, it was clever. Very clever. But I still...
Stop worrying, darling. Horace Gay is probably in South America by now.
I'm not worrying. It's a genius idea. There's only one thing wrong.
I know what you're thinking. I've taken care of that, too.
Taking care of what?
The gun, darling. Look, I've kept it under my pillow.
You mean that you...
Of course. I fired the shot. There wasn't any prowler. And when Drake suggested that the prowler might have been Horace, I pretended I'd forgotten about him. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, if I had been the one who had suggested Horace, Drake might have thought it was a setup. Wasn't that clever?
Very clever. What are you going to do with the gun?
Oh, silly. If I'd thrown it out the window, why, they would have found it with my fingerprints. No, darling, Drake must never find the gun.
So you expect me to get rid of it for you?
But, darling, it's for your own good. You've already been searched. They'll never look.
Helene.
Yes, Frank?
You think I killed Ellen, don't you?
Didn't you, Frank?
Don't be a fool. Of course I didn't. Blast it, Helene.
Frank?
What?
Come back here.
Hello?
Sit down here. To me.
Helene, listen to
You
me.
listen to me, Frank, darling. Listen carefully. Perhaps you didn't murder Alan. If you say you didn't, it's all right with me.
But I didn't,
All right. Drake and Danton think you did.
They can't prove a thing.
Darling, suppose you're wrong. Suppose they can prove that you did.
What do you mean?
It looks bad, Frank. You did have a motive. You did quarrel with Alan. Your fingerprints were on the gun. You and I both have admitted we were in love.
But Helene, I tell you, that wouldn't stand up in court. It's circumstantial.
Alan was an important man, Frank. They've got to send someone up for his murder.
And you think I'm the goat, huh?
Oh, darling, let's not take that chance. Drake is practically convinced that this Horace Gay is the murderer. If they don't find the gun...
Well, how will I get rid of it? What if they find it on me?
Well, they won't, darling. Don't let them. Oh, Frank. Frank, if you touched me the way I couldn't bear it. I couldn't bear it, darling.
Here comes Drake and Danton.
Oh, quick, darling. Put the gun in the pocket.
Well. Look who's here. The little man who wanted everyone else to be so discreet about going into female bedrooms.
Look here, Danton. I'll have you know
We
this.
understand, Whitman. Becoming indignant won't help the situation. Mrs. Fisher, I'll have to ask you to get dressed and come downstairs.
I'm afraid I must disappoint you, Mr. Drake. I really don't feel up to it.
And I'm afraid I haven't the time nor the patience to tolerate your disappointment, Mrs. Fisher. You will meet us in the living room in 10 minutes.
Now, just a minute, Drake. These high-handed methods of yours are a little too much to take.
Are they, Whitman? And what do you plan to do about
You
it?
see, Junior, we're not kidding.
Mr. Drake, I absolutely refuse.
If you do, Mrs. Fisher, we'll have a patrol wagon here in 10 minutes. Inspector, perhaps you'd better assist Mr. Whitman down to the living room in case he has similar ideas about joining our party.
It'll be a pleasure. Come on, little man. Come to Papa. Well, the 10 minutes are up, Bart. Shall I call a wagon?
We'll wait a moment or two longer, Inspector. In the meantime, Woodman, I think you'd better hand over the gun. What? What gun? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the gun that Mrs. Fisher used to shoot the hole through the screen, Woodman. It wasn't outside the house, and I'm sure that Mrs. Fisher wouldn't want it found in her room.
But how? I mean, I haven't...
Hand it over, Junior.
Well, Look here, you can't...
It is, Bud. Just like we figured.
You see, Woodman, the ragged ends of the screen made by the bullet passing through pointed outward. That proves conclusively that the shot came from inside the room.
Get it, Junior? Tell them what else we know, Bud.
Very well, Inspector. We know that there was no man in Mrs. Fisher's room, Woodman. The whole thing was a product of her imagination.
That's a lie. You can't prove a
I
thing.
think we can. Mrs. Fisher said she woke up and saw the glowing dial of a man's wristwatch in the darkness.
Well?
How did she know it was a man's wristwatch? Why not a woman?
I beg your pardon, Mr. Drake.
Oh, yes, Will.
Mrs. Fisher is waiting for you in the library.
Library. We told her we'd be here in the living room.
Mrs. Fisher prefers the library, sir.
Oh, she's trying to show her independence, eh? Well,
Oh, no, Inspector. Meeting us in the library is the cleverest move Mrs. Fisher has made tonight. But on the other hand, it's a dead giveaway that she is the one who murdered her husband.
Come in, gentlemen. I hope I didn't keep you waiting.
Not at all, Mrs. Fisher.
Say, stop me if I'm out of order, but aren't you dressed kind of funny, Mrs. Fisher?
Funny, Inspector Danton? Why?
Well, wearing a riding habit this time of night with those heavy
I
boots.
love riding clothes, Inspector Danton. I never had a chance to wear them very much before I married Alan.
That's a very nice act, Mrs. Fisher. I admire your courage. No, Louis. I think you'd better remain.
Very well. Drake, before we left the living room, you said that...
Yes, I know. Louis, what was the real reason that you didn't remain in Mrs. Fisher's room after you turned on the light?
Why,
I was not in bed, that's why. Mr. Drake must still be so trying. What possible difference can it make?
A great deal, Mrs. Fisher. You were not in bed. You've gotten up and run over to the screen door to unfasten the latch from the inside. Isn't that right?
No. I'd gotten up to chase the prowler. I'd neglected to pick up my dressing gown, and Louis...
Nonsense. When Louis switched on the light, you were standing in the center of the floor. You made no effort to get back into bed. Isn't that right, Louis?
Why, yes, it is.
Yes, of course. And why didn't you run back to bed, Mrs. Fisher? Why?
Why,
I'll tell you why. Because if you'd taken one step, Louis would have known that you couldn't walk without limping.
Limping? What the
Yes, limping. When you shot at your husband through the French doors, Mrs. Fisher, he didn't die instantly, as I told you before. He lived long enough to mutter that he got whoever shot at him, just as Woodman said.
Helene.
it isn't true. I don't believe it.
Yes, it is true. Your husband shot back at you. He hit you in the leg, and you realized you had to cover that wound.
Say, that's why she...
Yes, Inspector, that's why she's been wearing riding boots all day.
And every time we've seen her, she's either been lying down or sitting.
Exactly. And that's why Mrs. Foster came down to the library. Instead of the living room, she didn't want us to see her limping.
Frank, the gun. The gun that I gave you. Shoot them. Shoot them. Frank.
I'm sorry, Helene.
Mighty nice of you to ask me to stay with you tonight, Bart. It would have been a long trip out to my place.
Well, I'm glad to have your company, Inspector. Anything I can get for you?
No, thanks. I think I'll go to sleep. Twin beds is sure nice. Say, Bart,
Yes, Inspector.
why did the babe dream up that Horace gay gag?
Because we convinced her that we had enough evidence to send Woodman to the chair. That would have meant complete failure of her plan. She was in love with Woodman. So she tried to pin the murder onto someone else.
Oh, I see.
Well, good night. Good night, Inspector.
Say, Bart,
Yes, Inspector.
it's something you forgot.
Oh, yes. Okay, Inspector. Mystery is my hobby. Mystery is my hobby. Inspector Denton and I had arranged to spend a few days at a resort called Southern Hot Springs. At the last moment, I was detained in New York. Inspector Denton went on alone, and I entrained 2 days later to join him at the resort. I beg your pardon. I thought this was...
It is your section, Mr. Drake. You are Mr. Drake, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm afraid you have the advantage.
I'm Monica Michaels, Mrs. Rex Michaels.
Oh, what a pity that...
Please, I'm in desperate trouble, Mr. Drake. I need your help. I haven't dared go to anyone else. They'd think me crazy.
Why would they think you crazy, Mrs. Michaels?
Because I believe my husband is trying to kill me.
Oh, and just what makes you think that?
Oh, it's rather a long story. I have no proof, no evidence. To all appearances, we're both very happy, very contented.
Then you're still in love with your husband?
Still in love with him. I could no more stop loving Rex than I could stop breathing.
You intrigue me, Mrs. Michaels. A woman who is sure that her husband is trying to kill her and just as sure that she loves him is rare.
But don't you see, that's why I haven't dared go to any of my friends. What if I'm wrong? What if Rex should find out about my fears? What if he is ill?
Yes. Can you think of any reason why your husband might want you out of the way? Another woman, perhaps?
No, I'm positive. Though, for a reason, it'd be almost a relief. There's nothing on which I can base my suspicions except...
Yes?
My husband's a writer, Mr. Drake. Perhaps you've read some of his things.
Yes. Rex Michael's stories have a rather psychological flavor. I was wondering if you were the same man. I admire his work very much.
Rex would be flattered to hear you say that, Mr. Drake.
When did these suspicions first appear in your mind, Mrs. Michael?
They began one evening about a year ago. Lucille and Neil Parker, our best friends and neighbors.
Hey, wonder what's happened to Monica. I've never yet met the woman who could powder her nose in less than half an hour.
Oh, don't be impatient, Neil. She'll be along. Cigarette, Rex?
No, thanks. Oh, he was right. Only a woman could quit a bridge game with a final rubber hanging in the balance. I'll call her. Monica, we're waiting.
Oh, don't bother her, Rex.
She's been gone long enough. Monica!
Did you call me, Rex?
Yes, for heaven's sakes, where are you?
I'm coming right down.
There, you see? All she needed was a little... Good heavens, what was that?
Well, it sounded as though Monica fell down the stairs.
Good Lord, how could that have happened?
There she is, lying at the foot of the stairs. Monica!
Be careful, Rex. There might be some bones broken.
Oh, Monica. She's white as a sheet. Neil, she isn't dead.
Darling, speak to me.
Of course she is. Now get hold of yourself, Rex. Suppose you call a doctor.
But if she's...
Neil's right, Rex. Call the doctor and try to get hold of yourself. We'll take care of Monica.
All right, be careful of her. I'll get Dr. Harvey. Is it any better, darling?
I don't know. Pain doesn't go away. Is there something we can do? Rex, suppose I run across the street and look at our medicine cabinet.
No. The ambulance will be along any minute. We might give her the wrong thing.
Hey, it's been over an hour since you called. I'm going to give him a ring and see what's going on.
Tell him to hurry. Why don't they get here? Why don't they get here? Oh, if she could only faint, it would be so much better.
Monica isn't the fainting kind. Here, dampen that cloth again. Let me bathe her face.
All right. Here.
Thank you. There. Does that feel better, darling?
My arm hurts terribly. She's getting delirious. The pain must be frightful.
Is the pain frightful, Monica? Tell me. Is the pain frightful? How does it feel? Tell me exactly how it feels.
Rex, what are you saying? That expression on your face.
Tell me exactly how it feels, Monica. Tell me.
Oh, Neil, what's the matter?
I just got hold of the county hospital.
Well, what did they say? Why isn't the ambulance here?
They said that they'd received no call to send an ambulance out here. They checked the switchboard and found that there'd been no call from a Rex Michaels tonight.
I'm not sure that I quite understand what you're trying to tell me, Mrs. Michael.
I'm not sure either. That is, I wasn't sure then.
But you became sure later on.
I think so. I did faint before the ambulance arrived that night, but when I returned to consciousness, I was in the bed at the county hospital.
Oh, Lucille. What happened? You're all right now, darling. You fell down the stairs and broke your arm.
Oh, yes, I remember. Where's Rex?
Neil took him across the street for a drink. He was terribly shaken.
Poor Rex. Must have been terrible for him watching me suffer.
Yes.
I remember how he kept asking me how I felt, how the pain felt. Poor dear.
Yes.
Sometimes I think Rex suffers in this. Lou, something wrong?
Oh, no, dear, nothing at all.
But you're looking at me so strangely.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's nothing, really.
Lou, is anything wrong with Rex? Did my accident upset him? Lou?
Darling, I don't know what to say.
Don't know what to say. But whatever in the world are you talking about? Tell me.
Monica, your fall wasn't an accident.
Wasn't an accident?
No. You see, before we left the house, Neil went upstairs to get our things. He slipped on the rug at the head of the stairs.
But, then that's how...
Yes, that's what caused you to fall, darling. You know, it's a small scatter rug placed at the top of the stairs.
Yes, I know that, but it'd be impossible to slip on it. Both Rex and I were careful to put non-skid rubber mats underneath. Lou.
The rubber mats had been removed, Monica. One of them fell from Rex's pocket while they were carrying you to the ambulance.
Are you trying to tell me that your husband resorted to such a crude attempt to take your life, Mrs. Mercer?
No, not then.
Not then?
It's very difficult for me to explain this, Mr. Drake. It's too much like a nightmare. Oh, good heavens, if it only were a nightmare.
Yes, you were upset, Mrs. Michaels. If you'd rather...
No, I want to tell you I must. Lying in bed at the hospital, I had plenty of time to think. The absurdity of the thing struck me. Rux came every day. He was most kind and considerate. I convinced myself that it had been an accident, that the hospital had been mistaken about not receiving the telephone call, that the rug had become loose and Rex had absent-mindedly picked up one of the rubber mats and put it in his pocket.
In other words, you wanted to convince yourself that Rex wasn't trying to kill you.
He wasn't. Not then.
You said that before. What was he trying to do then?
Rex is very intense, Mr. Drake. He's very much in love with his work. He demands realism in his characters.
I see. Go on, please.
He was writing a story at the time in which his chief character was suffering intense pain. The character tried to describe how she felt to her husband.
Good heavens, you don't mean that...
I don't want to mean what you're thinking, Mr. Drake. I wouldn't permit the thought to enter my head then. But later, after I came home from the hospital, Rex and I and the Parkers went on a picnic at a place called White Rocks Beach. The Parkers had also decided to forget the incident of my fall. There was a tiny cove at the beach that Rex had discovered sometimes earlier.
Okay, here it comes. Now let's see you catch it. Nice work, Lou. Throw it here.
Okay, watch it.
Wow, I had to reach for that one.
Throw it to me, Rex.
You bet. Get ready, darling. There she goes. Oh, sorry, honey. That's nice going, Rex. It only went above her head about 4 feet.
Land in the water.
I'll get it.
Don't let me. I haven't even got my bathing suit wet yet.
Okay, darling. Take it easy.
Be careful, Monica. There might be an undertow. I'm all right.
Don't worry about Monica. She can outswim any of us. Sure, she's... Hey, look. The ball's being carried out. There must be a current there.
Monica doesn't realize it.
Good heavens. Monica, come back here. She can't come back. The current's got her.
She's being pulled under.
Come on, we've got to help her. Monica.
Obviously, they reached you in time.
There was a dory pulled up on the beach. They used it to rescue me.
And what happened that time, Mrs. Michaels?
They brought me back to the beach and used artificial respiration. It was hideous.
The same thing happened?
Yes. I can still see Rex's face, the way he looked at me, the almost avid expression in his eyes.
And you were convinced that Rex deliberately threw that ball over your head?
What else was I to think? It was Rex who suggested eating our lunch at the cove. Later, Neil made some casual investigations and learned Rex had arranged to have the dory there.
Well, which means, of course, that Rex wanted you to be rescued.
Yes, Oh, it's terrible to think of, but the next week I saw the manuscript of Rex's latest story. In it, one of his characters almost drowned.
Amazing. Were there other incidents after the drowning episode, Mrs. Michaels?
Yes, many of them. During the weeks that followed, I ran the gamut of every emotional reaction possible for Rex to study.
And you think that Rex was responsible for all of them?
I'm not sure. I didn't want to think so.
And now you think he's trying to kill you?
Yes. Death. The agonies of a violent death, the only emotions he hasn't been able to observe at my expense.
And you believe that he'll make this attempt in your life at Southern Hot Springs?
2 weeks ago, Rex began to work on a new story. The setting is a Southern health resort. Rex suggested we all go down to Hot Springs so that he could pick up some local color.
All of you?
Yes. He invited Neil and Lucille. I'm afraid he did it deliberately so as not to alarm me.
Oh, then the Parkers and your husband are on the strange room.
No. 2 days before we were to leave, I read in the papers that you were going to Hot Springs also, Mr. Drake. That's why you found me sitting here in your section when you returned from the dining car.
But the fact that your husband and the Parkers are already in Hot
Oh,
Springs...
I told Rex that my sister in Connecticut had suddenly become ill, that I wanted to run up and see her. I urged him to go on with the Parkers. He couldn't very well refuse without arousing my suspicions. Mr. Drake, You will help me, won't you?
Help you, but what can I do? You have no evidence. You're not sure that you believe half of these things that have happened yourself, I'm afraid.
You're right, Mr. Drake. Rex admires you very much. He'd be flattered if you'd call on him.
But I have
You could question him without rousing the suspicions. I must know. I must.
Questioning people who are obviously neurotic, Mrs. Michaels, is out of my field. I'm afraid what...
I have plenty of money. I could pay you. Please, help me.
Very well, I'll do what I can. Inspector Danton will be at the station to meet me. I'll ask him to come along. Well, I'll leave with him, Mrs. Michaels. Will your husband be here to meet you?
I imagine so.
Carry your bags, sir?
Thank you, Porter. Here you are.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Hey, Bart.
That's Inspector Danton.
Hey.
Hello, Inspector.
Bart. Am I glad to see you? And me figuring on coming down here for a vacation.
Inspector, I want you to meet Mrs. Rex Michaels. Mrs. Michaels, this is Inspector Noah Danton.
How do you do, Inspector Danton?
Hi. Look, Bart, the doggone Michaels. Did you say your name was Michaels, lady?
Yes, Mrs. Rex Michaels. Why?
Anything wrong, Inspector?
Wrong, I'll say something's wrong. A man named Neil Parker was found shot to death at the Surf Hotel yesterday, and I'm holding a guy named Rex Michaels for his murder. Well, Bart, those are the facts of the case. This is the room where Parker was found dead. That's the gun that killed him lying on that table.
38, Inspector?
Yep.
Fingerprints?
Sure, there were fingerprints. As nice a set as you want to see. Michael.
Well, naturally, they would be if you came in here and found him holding the gun.
Not only holding the gun, but standing over the corpse looking smug.
Smug, eh?
Yes, smug, eh?
All right, Inspector. What did Michaels have to say for himself?
Oh, the usual stuff. He and Parker had been sitting here talking. Michael stepped across the hall for a minute. While he was gone, he heard a shot, came running back, found Parker with a bullet through his heart.
He saw the gun on the floor and picked it up without thinking, eh?
Yep, that's it.
Who owned the gun, Inspector?
Michaels. He said he carried it around with him for years, but never even had it loaded. I found a box of cartridges in his bureau drawer with 2 bullets missing.
Well, are these things in this table Parker's personal effects?
Yep, nothing important there, though.
Let's see, billfold, keys, silver, watch. Hey, what's this?
What is it? What's it look like? It's a picture of a babe.
It's more than a picture of a babe, Inspector. It's a picture of Monica Michaels.
Huh? Well, what about it? They were all good friends, weren't they?
Yes, they were. Well, what else is there?
Nothing much. A pile of papers there is the story Michaels was working on.
Oh? Did you read it, Inspector?
Yeah, dull as dishwater.
Oh.
It's a yarn about a private detective who solves a murder after the regular police have failed. Imagine that.
I can't imagine that, Inspector. By the way, tell me something, will you?
Glad to, Bart. What's on your mind?
Why do you think Michaels is innocent of murdering Neil Parker?
Why do I?
That's right.
Doggone it, Bart. Haven't I already told you that I've had the guy arrested? Haven't I shown you that all the evidence points to his guilt?
Stop being so proud, you old codger.
Huh?
There's a doubt in your mind that you wouldn't have asked me even to look at the corpse. Now, what is it?
Well,
what?
Well, it's like this. In the first place, Parker was wearing a jacket he'd borrowed from Michael.
Oh.
Yeah. So it could be that whoever murdered Parker meant to get Michael.
What?
In the second place, I haven't been able to scrape up a motive for Michael's murdering his best friend.
Consider that's necessary that you do so, Inspector?
Well, I like to be thorough about these things, you know. Then there's another thing.
Yeah?
I talked to Mrs. Parker, and she told me a lot of things about the way Rex Michaels has been acting lately.
Oh? Such as trying to kill his wife?
Yeah. How did you know?
Mrs. Michaels told me.
Well, then that's it.
What is it?
Mrs. Michaels had a motive, and Mrs. Michaels was here in Hot Springs at the time the murder was committed.
What?
Right. Mrs. Parker saw her. So did a couple of other people.
Can that be possible? Could she have...
Yeah, she could have. I checked the plane schedules. She could have flown back as far as Washington and picked up the southbound limited there.
I just Inspector, you may be right. It was after we left Washington that I came back and found Mrs. Michaels waiting in my section.
Sure, I'm right. I'm always right. But wait a minute. We can't just go galloping into Mrs. Michaels' room and arrest her without any evidence now, can we?
No, but we can go galloping in and find that evidence. Inspector, send down to the police station and have Rex Michaels brought up here.
But, Lou, why would Rex want to kill Neil? Why?
The answer to that seems pretty obvious to me, Monica.
What do you mean?
I mean, he must have found out that Neil realized what Rex was doing to him.
Oh, that's silly. Rex wouldn't have shot him. He couldn't have.
Oh? Your attitude toward your husband seems to have changed.
It hasn't changed. I think Rex is ill, but not ill enough to commit murder.
And yet you believe that was the very reason he wanted you to come to Hot Springs, to murder you.
No, I didn't think that. Not really. Oh, I don't know what I thought. Perhaps I imagined all these things. Perhaps it's I who's ill.
Perhaps it is, darling. Perhaps that's why you were here yesterday.
Lucille, what are you saying?
Oh, darling, I don't want to alarm you, but you were here yesterday. I saw you, and other people saw you. Suppose you are ill, Monica.
You don't mean... You can't.
I'm afraid, Monica. Afraid for you. Could it be that you've imagined these things about Rex?
No. I'm not ill. I'm not.
You're afraid of Rex. You thought he was going to kill you. Neil was wearing Rex's jacket when he was shot. Oh, Monica, could we have been mistaken all these months?
Oh, hello. Oh, I imagine you're Mrs. Parker. I'm Barton Drake.
Oh, yes, Barton Drake. You're the criminologist.
That's right.
It was you to whom Monica wanted to talk about Rex.
Yes, we rode down on the train together. Is anything wrong, Mrs. Michael?
No, I'm all right. I think I'd like to sit down.
Monica and I have been talking, Mr. Drake. Something happened that she doesn't seem to remember.
I couldn't have been here yesterday. I couldn't have.
Oh, this is dreadful. You see, Mr. Drake, Monica was here in Hot Springs yesterday.
Yes, I know. You saw her and some other people saw her. Who were the other people, Mrs. Parker?
Who were they?
That's right.
Oh, some casual acquaintances whom we met here at the hotel. Does it matter?
It matters a very great deal. What was their names? Are they at the hotel now?
No, as a matter of fact, they aren't. They left this morning. I don't remember their names. It didn't seem important.
Not important. Where was it that these people met Mrs. Michael?
Monica? Why, they never... Oh, of course, they must have met somewhere, mustn't
In
they?
order to recognize her, they certainly must have. Come, Mrs. Parker, why did you want to establish that Mrs. Michaels was here?
Why, then I wasn't here. I'm not going mad.
Of course you're not going mad, Mrs. Michaels. Mrs. Parker, do you mind if I search your room?
Yes, I do mind. I resent your attitude, Mr. Drake. You tricked me. What are you doing at that fireplace?
I was wondering about these charred fragments of photographs. Have you been burning photographs, Mrs. Parker?
No, yes. They were some old pictures I decided to destroy.
Pictures of whom? Pictures of Mrs. Michaels? Do they belong to your late husband? And these bits of metal, they seem to have come from the binding of a book, a diary, perhaps?
Mr. Drake, this has gone far enough. I will not tolerate
All
this.
right, Michaels, in you go.
Rex!
Monica, when did you get here? Why didn't they tell me?
Rex,
Oh,
darling.
there, honey. Everything's going to be all right.
But you didn't...
Shoot Neil? Of course I didn't. Why in the world would I want to shoot old Neil?
Because he was in love with your wife, Michaels.
What? Who are you? What are you talking about?
The name is Drake, Barton Drake. What was Neil Parker doing in your room, Michaels?
I asked him to come. I wanted to talk over my new story with him. Neil always had good ideas. He was an excellent critic.
Really? Did you always talk over your ideas with Parker first?
Mostly always. Why?
Rex, I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell me?
Why should I? It wasn't important, and besides, Neil asked me not to.
What reason did you give for asking that?
The obvious reason. He didn't want to take any credit for my story.
How did he happen to be wearing your coat when he was shot?
He was cold and put it on while we talked.
So then you stepped across the hall, and while you were gone, you heard a shot and came running back.
But is this some kind of a trick to get me to lie?
Why don't you leave him alone? Neil was his friend.
The kind of friend, Mrs. Michaels, who plots against him, who tries to destroy him so he can have his wife.
I don't believe it.
You mean, Mrs. Parker, that you didn't believe it? It was quite a shock to you when you came across photographs of Mrs. Michaels among your husband's things, wasn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And the diary. There must have been some shocking bits of information in that diary. It came over you all of a sudden that for years your husband was in love with your best friend.
That's a lie. It's not
You
true.
were curious. You knew about Michael's gun. So you got it from his bureau and shot your husband through the heart.
No, I didn't. You can't prove a thing.
Your fingerprints weren't on the gun, Mrs. Parker. You wiped them off. But did you wipe your fingerprints from the cartridges that you took from the box that was in Michael's bureau drawer?
Why, All right. I shot him. Doesn't matter now. After I learned that all this time he'd been in love with another woman, nothing mattered. Nothing mattered at all.
something, Bart?
What's that, Inspector?
This is the first time I've had a bathing suit on in 5 years.
I never would have guessed it, Inspector. I knew it looked good.
How do you know? You haven't looked at me once since that blonde babe sat down over there under the beach umbrella. Well, are you going to tell me?
Are you? Oh, yes, of course. But I'll have to make it fast, however, Inspector, because the blonde is rather attractive, isn't she?
Okay. Look, just answer me one thing. Was that guy Neil Parker nuts?
Let's say he was neurotic, Inspector. He knew that the only chance he'd ever have of winning Mrs. Michaels was to have her fear and hate her husband.
So he planted the idea in Monica's mind that Rex was using her as a guinea pig for his stories, eh?
Roughly, that's it. But Parker went further by suggesting incidents for the stories and then causing them to happen to Mrs. Michaels.
And then pointing out to her that the stories and her accidents were the same.
That's it, Inspector.
Okay. Now, how did you know that it was Mrs. Parker who shot her husband?
Elimination, Inspector, and motive.
Oh, elimination and motive.
Yes. You see, Rex had no reason for murdering Neil. Right up until the last, he claimed that they were friends.
Uh-huh.
And Mrs. Michaels couldn't have done the shooting because she was on the train with me.
But I thought...
No, Inspector. Trying to sell Mrs. Michaels the idea that she was here in Hot Springs without knowing it was a pretty absurd piece of business. It didn't make sense.
So that left Mrs. Parker, eh?
Yes, but Mrs. Parker didn't have a motive, so I grabbed the most obvious one and hit the jackpot.
Pretty far-fetched. Must have been a gimmick.
A gimmick?
Oh, sure. Now, don't tell me you don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, Inspector, I won't. You see, Mrs. Parker tried to establish that Mrs. Michaels was here in Hot Springs when the shooting took place. She knew that Mrs. Michaels had a motive for shooting her husband. She knew that Neil was wearing Michaels' jacket, and therefore it could have been a case of mistaken identity. Well, Parker was shot through the heart, wasn't he? That means that he must have been facing whoever shot him.
Say, so if it had been Mrs. Michaels, she couldn't have failed to recognize him, could she? Hey, where you going?
Blondes, Inspector, are notoriously impatient. See you later.
What are you going to charge?
Anything, Inspector, except that mystery is my hobby. Mystery is my hobby. There had been a murder in the small country town of Mendon. According to the newspaper accounts, the man who was at first believed to be guilty of the crime was allowed to go free, but no satisfactory reason was given. I reread the published stories and learned that on the evening of February 26th, a farmer named Walt Centrell was late for his supper.
That you, Walt?
Yep, it's me.
Well, set the milk down in the shed and come into your supper. It's been on the table more than an hour. Walt?
All right, I'm a-coming. Can't you give a man time to wash his hands?
Wash his hands. Land sakes, he's had time to take a whole bath, let alone wash his hands.
The way you nag, Marthy's enough to set a man's nerves on edge.
The way I nag. Well, my senses, Walt Sanfell. You've been out in that there barn long enough to milk 40 cows instead of just 2. Now sit down and eat your supper.
Who said I've been milking all the time? Agnes is sick. Man just can't sit around and let one of his critters suffer.
Well, it seems to me you haven't been doing much to help her. How much milk was there?
7 quarts.
7 quarts. My land. Walt, the thing to do is either call in Doc Halliday or get rid of Agnes. Now, we can't afford...
Listen. Sounds like Ed's drunk again. Oh, they're at it again. How she does put up with him, I don't know.
Such neighbors. I declare, if I were Marion Blake, I'd do something about that there husband of hers. I declare I would. Any husband who beats his wife ought to be put away.
Oh, Ed's harmless. He's just a drunk and no good bum. Listen to that, Martha.
I'm a-listening. My senses, I've been a-listening ever since Ed Blake brought that new wife of his into Mendon a year ago. And every time I boil inside. Walt, we ought to do something.
Now, it's none of our business. What can we do?
We can report to Constable Finn McNutt. That's what we can do.
Yeah, we did that once, and what good did it do?
Well, it did plenty of good. Finn talked to Ed, didn't he? Finn told him if it happened again, he'd take steps now, didn't he?
Steps? Martha, you don't know about them things, but unless Marion registers a complaint, taking steps won't do no good.
Well, then I think that we...
Oh.
Walt Santrell, I'm going over there. I'm certainly not going to sit here and listen to that. Why, he'll kill the
still. It's none of your business. You keep your nose where it belongs.
I won't. I don't care if I don't know her very well. I'm a woman and she's a woman, and it's my
You
duty.
sit still, I say. For all you know, she likes being beat up by her men. Some women are like that, to tell me.
Oh, if you could have seen that there little mite of a thing this morning, you wouldn't be talking such nonsense.
Seen her this morning. Did you see her?
I most certainly did. She come a-calling. Said she wanted to borrow some flour. But that was only an excuse. She knew it and I knew it. What she wanted to do was to talk.
What'd she talk about?
What do you think she talked about? She talked about her husband, of course. He's drunk more than half the time, she said. And when she tries to reason with him, he hits her. Oh, it's terrible. She doesn't know what to do. She's scared half to death, the poor little mite. Well, that settles it. I'm going over there. And if you're not man enough to come with me, Walt Santrell, you can just stay
now,
here.
Wait a minute. Don't get your dander up. I'll go along with you.
Well, come along, then. My lads, I've had all of this I can stand.
Marcy, this ain't none of our business.
I'm making it my business. Go back home if you want to, Walt Santrell. I'm going to see to it.
All right. You talk too much. They're not here. Now, the best thing we can do is go along home and forget the whole business.
Not me. I started this thing, and I'm going through with it. See? The door's open. That means they're home, don't it?
Well, why should it? Nobody in Mendon ever locks the doors. You're just using that as an excuse.
Oh, stop being so logical and keep quiet. Mrs. Blake? Oh, Mrs. Blake?
Oh, there's no one here now?
Now be still.
Where are you going?
Out into the kitchen, of course. That's where the sounds come from, didn't they? Where else would I look?
Look for what?
My goodness. Oh, Walt.
What's the matter? What are you staring at?
It's her. It's poor Mrs. Blake. Look at her lying there on the floor. He's knocked her unconscious. Oh, I knew he would. The brute.
Well,
the
stop
brute.
your jabbering and do something.
What shall I do? What can we do?
Get some water from the sink and a towel. Good heavens, woman, stop your jabbering.
Oh, that brute. That brute. That poor little thing.
Knocked out cold. Wonder what happened.
Get some ammonia. Just plain water. Walt, what's the matter?
We won't be needing ammonia, Marthy, or anything else. She's dead.
Bart, tell me just one thing. Are we up here to investigate a murder, or are we just out for the ride?
Well, let's say we're riding out to investigate a murder, Inspector.
Now, that's what I call a smart comeback. Yes, sir. That's a dilly. Ha, ha, ha.
Inspector, there used to be a day when you had a sense of humor. What happened to it?
I've still got it. Just say something funny.
All right. Have you heard the story about the man who at Christmas time asked his neighbor what he was going to get for his wife?
No.
No? Well, the neighbor replied, I don't know. I haven't had any offers. Inspector, that's a very imposing-looking jail, is it?
Haven't had any offers. Now, let me see. How old was I the first time I heard that?
Come on, you old sourpuss. Don't pretend you've heard it before. Let's go in and have a talk with this Constable Finn McNutt.
Haven't had any offers yet.
Okay, Inspector, you win. However, Oh, there's someone at the end of the porch. Let's go over, Inspector. It's probably Constable McNutt.
That guy must be 90. Don't tell me he's the constable of this town.
You fellas looking for someone?
Yes. Are you Constable Finn McNutt?
Huh? I can't hear you. I'm deaf as a haddock.
Oh. I said we're looking for Constable Finn McNutt.
Ain't here.
Do you know when he'll be back?
Who?
McNutt.
What do you want to see him for?
I'm Barton Drake. This is Inspector Noah Danton.
Great. Well, why didn't you say so? My name's McNutt. Finn McNutt. Hey, come on inside. I got something to show you.
Well, how do you like that, the deaf old coot?
Who's a deaf old coot? Don't you call me a deaf old coot, bub.
What? Well,
I ain't old and I ain't deaf. That's what I want to be. And by the way, which one of you gents is Inspector Danton?
Which one? Well, look, Gramp, if he's Drake, I must be Danton.
Oh, smart guy, huh? Well, I'm going to show you fellas you ain't so smart, coming up here trying to show us county constables how dumb we are.
Wait a minute, we didn't...
Don't talk back to me, bub.
you want to work on this case, you'll do as I say. Hear me?
By golly, in a minute.
You hear me?
Sure, I hear you, only...
All right, then. Talk when you're spoke to, not until. Which one of you gents is Drake?
I'm Drake, Mr. McNutt.
Yeah. Why didn't you say so? Now, look here, Drake. I've been reading about you in the newspapers. You and that other feller, what's his name? Denton, Scranton, or some foreign name like that.
That does it, Bart. Are you going to tell this Billy Whiskers where to head in, or am I?
What was that? You got something to say, Bub? Speak up.
I'll speak up, all right. Now, listen, you long-whiskered...
Let's forget personal grievances for the moment and find out about this murder.
Murder? What murder? Who said there'd been a murder?
I did. It was in all the newspapers. Don't you ever read the papers? You ain't a fooling me none. I know that's why you're here. Because I sent a clipping to Drake. And who dang well he couldn't stay away.
Now, wait a minute. Bart, what is this? Did this joker send you a newspaper clipping?
Yes, he did, Inspector. I'm sorry I forgot to mention it to you.
So that's it. You dragged me way up here on a 2-bit murder case and
that ain't why Drake come up here, Bub. That ain't why at all. Is it, Mr. Drake?
Well, no, as a matter of fact, it isn't.
You bet it isn't. Ain't, I mean. It's because I let the prisoner go. Ain't it, Mr. Drake?
Yes, that's it. According to all the newspaper accounts, it was pretty well established that Ed Blake had beaten his wife to death. And then suddenly you allowed the prisoner to go free. Frankly, I'd like to know why.
I knew you'd ask me. I knew it.
Well, tell us.
You bet I'll tell you. I'll show you city fellas I ain't so dumb. I let Ed go because he ain't guilty, that's why.
Well, that's a simple enough answer, isn't it, Bart?
Why do you think Ed isn't guilty, then?
Because Marion Blake was poisoned, that's why.
Poisoned?
You bet she was. Look here. Here's what I wanted to show you. Take a look at that paper.
All right. I see. A medical report stating that Marion Blake died of arsenic poison.
That's right. That's what killed her, all right. Arsenic poison. That there paper proves it.
This is very interesting, Mr. McNutt, but how did you know that... Say, wait a minute. This report is signed by F.T. McNutt, M.D. Is Dr. McNutt related to you, Constable?
Related? Why, doggone it, I'm him.
You're Dr. McNutt?
Sure I am, Bub. I've been a doctor for 62 years. There's my certificate right there on the wall. Don't you ever have much truck with it, though. My hand's too shaky lately. Folks don't have confidence in the sawbones with a shaky hand. Spend most of my time these days being constable.
Well, cut off my bangs and call me Bob.
How's that, Junior?
Constable, I think I'm beginning to see what's behind all this. Being a doctor, you probably have some arsenic lying around your office.
That's it, Drake. I guess you were kind of smart at that.
Thank you.
Last week, some of that there arsenic was stole. Well, sir, the only one who's died around here in more than a year is Marion Blake.
So, you put 2 and 2 together, eh?
Yeah. Only in this case, 2 and 2 make 5.
How was that?
Well, sir, I performed an autopsy, see? And sure enough, Miss Blake was dead of arsenic poisoning.
How does that make 2 and 2 equal 5?
You keep quiet, Junior, and listen. You might learn something. The arsenic was stole one day and returned the next. During the time it was gone, Marion Blake was poisoned.
So you reasoned that whoever stole the arsenic decided to return it in the hopes that you wouldn't notice its brief absence,
Yeah, maybe. Hey, Drake, I reckon you want to know what made me suspicious in the first place, huh?
Yes, then I would.
Well, sir, it's simple. Ed Blake wasn't in no condition to beat his wife to death, that's why.
Why wasn't he?
Because he was skunk drunk, that's why. Because he wasn't to home when them chanterelles said they heard him beating her, that's why.
He wasn't at home. Are you sure?
You're dang tootin' I'm sure. Ed Blake was asleep right here in my office from 6 o'clock that night till midnight. That's it, Drake. You find out who stole that arsenic and how it was given to Marion Blake, and I'll pay you $1,000, cash money.
Well, this is rather unusual, Constable, being offered money by the police department.
It ain't being offered by the police department.
No?
Being offered by me, personal. As soon as folks find out the facts in this case, they're going to figure it was me that murdered Marion.
Figure it was you who murdered her.
Why, sure. Ed and me hated each other. Everybody knows that. He claims I killed a cow of his'n that I tried to doctor once. Said the critter was a purebred, and I owed him $2,000.
So last week he got drunk and came over to your office and tried to collect it, Is that right, Constable?
That's it. We had some words, and the folks gathered around outside to ups and arrest Ed for disturbing the peace. And how about it, Drake? You want that $1,000 or don't you?
I'll take the case, Constable, but not because I think you intend paying me $1,000. Frankly, my only purpose will be to satisfy my own curiosity as to why you've gone to all this trouble to tell us such a deliberate lie.
Well, I declare, Mr. Drake, I don't know what Finn McNutt is talking about, I'm sure. I think he must be getting senile.
So, why do you say that, Mrs. Central?
Why? Well, my goodness, Mr. Drake, Walt and I ain't deaf. We know when we hear something.
Then you still insist that you heard sounds of a struggle in the Blake's kitchen on the night you found her dead.
Well, my land.
Now, look here, Drake. Of course we heard it. We've been hearing it for almost a year. What could possibly be the object in us both lying to you?
That's what puzzles me.
It doesn't puzzle me. That Billy Whiskers constable was thinking him up as he went along.
But why, Inspector? Why would he make up such a cock and bull story? He knew we could check it easy enough.
Yeah, that's right. And to make it worse, he's willing to pay us $1,000 to prove he's a liar.
What? What was that you said, Inspector?
I said that McNutt offered us $1,000 to prove him a liar.
Oh, my senses. That certainly is funny. $1,000.
Well, what's funny about it?
Just a minute, Inspector. Mrs. Santrell, you mentioned a minute ago that Mrs. Blake called on you the morning of the murder.
Yes. She said she come to borrow some flour, but I knew that was only an excuse. We talked about that husband of hers the whole time.
Come along, Inspector. Let's go over and have a talk with Ed Blake.
That must be Ed Blake splitting wood out in his backyard.
Oh, yes. Let's go over. Good afternoon. Are you Ed Blake?
Yeah, that's right. Guess you two are Drake and Danton. Been expecting you.
News gets around in these small towns, doesn't it?
Mr. Blake, I guess you know why we're here.
Yeah, Finn told me. Personally, I think you're wasting your time. Marion committed suicide. Finn thinks otherwise. As long as he does, I'm willing to help out by answering your questions.
What makes you say your wife committed suicide, Mr. Blake?
That's a personal matter, and it's none of your business.
Thought you were going to answer our question.
Never mind, Inspector. I think I know the answer. Blake, if your wife had committed suicide, there'd be a box or some sort of container lying nearby which held the arsenic she used. Did you find any such container?
I don't know.
The arsenic was stolen from Finn McNutt's office, and later the unused portion was returned there. Finn says you were asleep in his office from 6 o'clock until midnight.
Did Finn say that?
Didn't we just tell you he said it?
I don't know whether you fellas are trying to trick me or not. I don't know if it makes any difference. Finn probably thought he'd help me by lying. Poor old guy.
You mean you weren't in the office all the time?
No. Around 7, I got up and went out to look for another bottle.
Where'd you look?
Not out here, if that's what you're thinking. I didn't come near this house all that day or evening.
Oh, just a minute. We've got 2 witnesses who'll swear they heard you and your wife fighting.
Who are they? Walt and Martha Santrell? They're always hearing things.
Their testimony in court will carry a lot of weight, Blake.
No more than my witnesses. I got witnesses who'll testify I wasn't anywhere near this house at the time the Santrell said they heard me beating up my wife.
Who are they?
I'll produce them when the time
You'll
comes.
produce them now unless you want to be arrested for the murder of your wife.
That's so? Who's going to arrest me?
I am.
Not without Finn McNutt's permission. Finn's got charge of this case, and it just happens he knows I didn't murder nobody.
You're pretty sure of yourself, aren't you?
Sure I am. Here comes Finn now. You can ask him if he wants you to arrest me.
I'm going to ask him plenty of things.
I wouldn't, Inspector. I think we're going to find that Mr. McNutt is a lot smarter than we gave him credit. Hello there. Hello, Mr. McNutt. How are you?
Howdy, Drake. Hello, Ed. Hiya, Finn. Who's that there, feller?
Now, don't give us that routine again, Longbeard. You know darn well who I am.
Well, dang my eyes if it ain't old Gumshoe Scranton. Well, Drake, you got everything fixed up?
Yes, I think so, Finn.
Know who done it, huh?
Beyond a shadow of a doubt, Finn.
I figured you would. I'm sorry I had to pull a couple of fast ones to help things along. I guess you and me understand each other, though, don't we?
We're beginning to, I'm sure.
You betcha. Well, let's get over to the sand trails and let them know how smart I am.
Well, my senses, this is certainly turning into quite an affair, ain't it?
Sorry we had to bother you again, Mrs. Santrell, but Finn seems to think you'd both be interested in the final outcome of the case.
I don't get it. What's the idea, Finn?
Oh, let Drake tell you. Me, I'm just an old hick cop that don't know nothing.
You can say that again, Gramp.
All right, I will. I don't know nothing. Now, Drake, you tell him, boy.
All right, I'll do my best, Finn. Look, Blake, do you still insist that you weren't at your house between 6 o'clock and midnight on the night of the murder?
Sure I do. And if the Santrells say any different, they're crazy.
Why, the idea, the very idea. You were there, Ed Blake. We heard you. Why, we could have heard you if you'd been a mile away.
Now, wait a minute. Are you sure you heard Blake, Mrs. Santrell? Or did you just hear Mrs. Blake?
Just hear Marion?
Hmm?
I don't know what you mean.
Sure we heard Ed. We both heard him.
Wait a minute now, Walt. Wait a minute. I think Mr. Drake's got something there. Now, just let me think a minute.
What do you mean, got something? We heard him, I tell you.
No, we didn't. I remember now. No, sir, we didn't. All we heard was Marion begging Ed not to hit her, and then we heard some furniture being knocked over. Well, I declare.
I don't blame you for being surprised, Mrs. Santrell. It'd be only natural for you to assume that Ed Blake was beating his wife when she kept screaming and begging him not to. Blake, tell me, did you ever strike your wife at all?
Yeah. Once.
So?
The time I found out she was seeing Walt Santrell's secret.
What was that, Ed Blake?
Your husband was not only carrying on a romance with Marion Blake behind your back, Mrs. Santrell, but he had ample time to administer the poison to her while he was supposed to be out caring for a sick cow.
That's a lie. I didn't give her the poison. Why should I? I was in love with her.
Oh, Walt.
It was Ed who gave her the poison. It must have been.
How could it have been? He was asleep in the constable's office all the time.
No, he wasn't. Marthy went down to get Finn after we discovered Marion's body, and there wasn't anyone in Finn's office. Was there, Marthy? Was there?
No. There wasn't anyone there. I got to stick by you, Walt, even though.
So there wasn't anyone there, eh? Not even Gramp here.
That's right, Junior. I'm in it, too. It could have been me. Could have. Had plenty of chance. I told you folks would think I did it.
Well, did you?
Never you mind. Go on, Drake. Needle him, boy. Needle him.
Are you quite sure there was no one in the constable's office when you got there after the murder, Mrs. Santrell?
Yes, I'm sure. I'll testify in court if necessary, if it'll prove Walt innocent.
I see. That if no one were there, you had an opportunity to return the partly used box of arsenic, didn't you?
What did you say? What was that?
You wondered how you were going to get it back, didn't you, Mrs. Santrell? You certainly didn't want such incriminating evidence found in your possession, and you were afraid that Finn might notice the box was missing if you kept it too long. Then came a golden opportunity when you went running for the police to investigate a murder that you yourself had committed.
You don't mean, you can't
Oh,
mean.
yes, I do mean, Mrs. Santrell. Another golden opportunity came to you when Marion Blake came over to borrow some flour. It solved a real problem, didn't it?
Marthy, you didn't.
Hey, that's an angle. By golly.
You keep quiet there, Gramp. Let Drake pay it off. Go ahead, boy.
You loaned Marion Blake the flour, didn't you, Mrs. Santrell? You put arsenic in it. You knew she'd never notice it, or that there was any likelihood of anyone guessing how the poison had been administered.
Is it true, Marthy? Is it?
Yes, it's true, Walt. I put the arsenic in the flour. I knew she'd make biscuits. I knew Ed was drunk and wouldn't be home. I knew about you and Marion. I thought you'd be over there eating supper with her. You have before. I watched you. I wanted you both to die. I wanted you both to die. And then I wanted to die myself.
Bart, slow down.
What's the matter, Inspector?
See that sign? I want to take a good look at it. It says, leaving Menden. Come back and see us again. Only I'm not coming back.
You're still a little hot under the collar, Inspector?
No, I'm not hot under the collar. Only these country cops get in my hair.
You'll have to admit that Finn McNutt was pretty smart, Inspector.
Mark my foot. All he was the doggonedest liar I ever ran across.
Everyone in Menden seemed to do pretty well at throwing whoppers.
Yeah. Imagine those Santrells cooking up that story about hearing their next-door neighbors fighting.
Yeah, that wasn't a cooked-up story, Inspector. Martha Santrell actually did think Blake was beating up his wife.
But Santrell knew that Marion Blake was putting on an act, eh?
Exactly. It would have provided excellent grounds for divorce, Inspector, since both Santrell and Martha would have sworn they heard the beatings, see?
Ah, me. What lengths some people go to get rid of their spouses.
Yes, they certainly do, Inspector.
And that's another thing I can't figure. If Constable Longbeard was so smart, what did he want us in on the case for? Why didn't he just go out and arrest Martha Santrell?
But he didn't know that Martha Santrell was guilty, Inspector. He only knew that Marion Blake had died of arsenic poison. And that scared him.
Scared him?
Yes. Remember, his job as constable was virtually honorary. And Ed Blake had already been arrested for his wife's murder.
McNutt didn't want to stick his chin out,
That's it, Inspector. He had his pride. And he didn't want to lose his job as constable. It was his only source of income. He knew people would laugh at him if he tried to sell anyone the idea that Marion Blake had been poisoned.
But he figured a couple of city cops would swallow it hook, line, and sinker, eh?
Well, he kidded us into taking the job, Inspector. He had enough evidence to prove his poisoning theory, but not enough to convict anyone. You've got to admit he was clever about it.
Oh, sure, I'll admit it.
Good for you, Inspector.
Only I'd give my badge for a chance to go back there and pull his whiskers.
I think he'd let you do it, too. He was so pleased with the way things turned out.
Yeah, I'll bet. He was kind of cute at that.
Yeah.
You know what he said just before we left?
Well, I know he apologized to you for all the cracks he made. He said he tried to make us both mad so we'd stick around and pull his chestnuts out of the fire.
I don't mean that. I mean...
Oh, you mean when he yelled after us that from now on his new slogan was going to be, Mystery is my hobby.
Mystery is my hobby.
Inspector Dan and I were staying at the Welcome You Dude Ranch in Arizona. A bandit named Mole Sylvanus had been terrorizing some of the guests. And Charlie Ames, the Welcome You's owner, offered the inspector and me a sum of money if we could capture the criminal. In an isolated section of the hill country, a young rancher's wife sat listening to a radio report. Outside, it was raining hard.
Attention, residents of the Saddleback Mountain Country. It is believed that Duke Orville, who was released from the state penitentiary 2 days ago, is the bandit who held up and robbed the Rygate National Bank yesterday. Yes, and escaped with $25,000 in currency. Orville is thought to be headed for the border to join up with the Mole Sylvanus gang. This man is desperate. He will probably...
Hello, darling. Oh, thank goodness you're home. This storm is so bad. Lee, is anything wrong?
Get your things together, Sandy. I'm taking you to town.
Oh, Lee, why? I don't want to go into town. I want to stay
You know
here.
why. You heard the radio broadcast. That man Orville is headed for the border. This is the only trail over the pass from Rygate.
Oh, darling, that's nonsense. Orville's probably 100 miles away from here. There's
There's plenty of chance. That guy on the radio said he held up a bank in Rygate this morning. He'd have to come this way. I'm taking you somewhere where you'll be safe.
All right, Lee. In the morning.
We're leaving tonight.
Tonight? Oh, Lee, that's silly. This is the worst storm of the season.
That's exactly why we're leaving tonight. Look, honey, the bridge is washed out of a beaver dam. We're the only house within miles. Orville will have to hold up somewhere, and besides that...
Besides that, what, Lee? You're thinking of the money, aren't you?
Yes. Everyone knows I sold those cattle. Orville will hear about it, sure. He knows we're isolated.
But, Lee, you put the money in the bank. You did it yourself yesterday.
And who knows about that? Nobody but Ed Burnham, the bank president. Sandy, listen. Sometime you got to learn that things aren't done out in this country the way they are back east. A rancher makes a deal, and it might be months before he gets the money to a bank. Orville knows that.
Oh, Lee, you're wonderful. You sound just like all the stories I've ever read of the Wild West. Rancher marries naive little school teacher and then regrets it because...
Don't say that, Sandy. I don't regret marrying you. I never have.
Then why are you sending me away?
The moment trouble threatens to pass me off the counter as though I were a hindrance and not a help. It isn't very flattering, Lee.
This isn't trouble, Sandy. It's danger. I wish I could make you understand. If Orville stopped here and found...
I know. I'm a woman. I'd just be in the way, handicapping my big, strong husband. Well, I'm not going to town, Lee. I'm simply not.
Sandy.
How do you think I'd feel away from you and worrying and wondering if you're dead or alive? I won't do it, Lee. It isn't fair.
You will do it. I'll make you.
Then you'll come with me and stay with me until Orville is captured.
I can't do that. You know I can't. Someone has got to look after the stock.
Someone else has got to look after you. That's my job, and I'm staying.
You're not.
I am. Duke Orville isn't any different from any other man. I can take... Well, aren't you going to answer?
That's Orville, Sandy. I was a fool not to have taken you away sooner. Now it's either him or us. Get my gun from over the fireplace. That's Orville, Sandy. I was a fool not to have taken you away sooner. Now it's either him or us. Get my gun from over the fireplace.
Oh, no, Lee. That's the very thing you shouldn't do. I'll answer.
Sandy, come back here.
Good evening. Won't you come in? It's a terrible night. I suppose you found that the Beaver Dam Bridge was out.
Yeah, that's it, lady. The bridge is out. Who's that over there?
I'm Lee Pete. This is my wife, Sandra. I suppose
Oh, you're wet, true. Don't you want to take off your coat and dry yourself by the fire?
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. You two live here alone?
Why, yes. Come, I'll make you some coffee. Lucky you happened to see our light. Otherwise, you'd have had to ride back to Reigate.
Yeah, it's lucky. You sure there ain't anyone else here with you two?
My wife's already told
Lee,
you.
would you mind building up the fire? I'll put some water on to boil.
Okay.
Just make yourself at home, Mr. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't tell us your name.
Name? Oh, it's Coombs, Charlie Coombs. I'm on my way to Nogales. I've got a sister there who's sick. I thought I could make it, but the bridge...
Oh, what a pity. Well, you can stay here tonight. We've plenty of room, and tomorrow...
Sandy, look here, Coombs. My wife and I...
I'm delighted to give shelter to anyone on a night like this. We see so few people living way up here. There you are, Mr. Coombs. Drink that coffee. I'm sure you'll feel better.
Thanks, lady. Oh, say, this is nice. A snug, warm cabin, plenty to eat, raining outside. Jason, you're lucky.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Sometimes a guy doesn't know how well off he is. Been married long?
About a year.
A year, huh? You and this sweet little girl living away off up there. What's that?
What's what, Mr. Coombs?
That thing over there on the table. It's a radio.
Sure, it's a radio. Why?
Does it work?
Of course it works. We would...
Mr. Coombs is probably wondering if we heard tonight's broadcast about Duke Orville robbing the bank at Reigate.
Who says that Orville robbed the bank?
The radio said it. That's good enough for us.
Yeah, that's good enough for you. It's good enough for everybody, just because the radio said it.
Don't you think that Duke Orville is the bank robber, Mr. Coombs?
Me? How should I know?
I was just wondering. Sometimes the newspapers jump to conclusions, and people get the wrong impression.
Yeah, you can say that again, lady. A guy makes one mistake, just one, and he's licked for the rest of his life. He hasn't got a chance.
Of course it was Orville who robbed the bank. He was recognized.
By who?
The cashier.
Yeah, the cashier. Now, there's a laugh. This bank robber comes in wearing a mask so no one would recognize him. And then this cashier who's never seen Orville says he recognized him.
How did you know the bank robber was wearing a mask?
The radio said he was, didn't it?
Oh, of course. We heard the broadcast, darling. The man said that the bandit was wearing a mask. Why should they suppose that it was Duke Orville?
I'll tell you why. Because Duke Orville is an ex-con. People don't forget when a guy's done time. The world's against him. He hasn't a chance of going straight, even if he wanted to.
Criminals run true to form. A leopard doesn't change his spots.
Maybe not. Maybe you're right. But does that prove that it was Orville who robbed the bank?
Orville was seen in the locality.
So what? Look, mister, why does an ex-con have to be the fall guy? Why don't they give him a break? Because most everyone thinks like you. That a criminal keeps on being a criminal. It's the only way he can live.
Mr. Coombs is right, darling. Don't you see he's right?
Of course I am. Now, you take this guy Orville. He paid his score to society for the mistake he made. And then this bank robbery occurs, and he's accused of being the guy. Why? Only because he's an ex-con. What chance has the guy got, I ask you?
Yeah, maybe you're right. I hadn't thought of it that way.
Give Orville a break. Don't force him to be a criminal by refusing to accept him as an honest man.
Darling, that's so true. Don't you see it is?
I see that you're an idealist, my dear. And this man...
Who's that?
Well, probably someone else seeking shelter because of the storm.
I'll go. Wait. Well?
He has a gun.
Yeah, I've got a gun. I'm holding it right here in my lap under the table. Remember that.
What's your idea?
Listen, Payson, get smart. Whoever that is at the door, I'm a friend of yours, understand? We used to know each other down in Stansboro. And just up here on a little visit. See what I mean?
And if I don't see,
then that'll be just too bad. I'm keeping this gun pointed at that sweet little wife of yours every minute. You just remember that.
So all that talk of yours didn't mean a thing. You are...
Don't, Lee. He means it. Please do as he says. I'm not afraid.
The little lady is smart, Payson. You ought to take lessons from her.
Open the door, Lee, please. Don't you see how foolish it would be not to do as he says?
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's no other way.
Joe, this is some storm.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting a party?
I said, who are you?
My name is Drake. Barton Drake. I'm staying at the...
Of course. You're Barton Drake, the criminologist. You're staying at the Welcome You Dude Ranch, over on the other side of the mountain.
Yes, that's right. How did you know?
Oh, there was an article about you and Inspector Danton in the Rygate cattle call.
Oh, I see.
How nice of you to drop in. Please take off your things, Mr. Drake. I'll make some coffee.
Thank you.
Oh, we haven't introduced ourselves. We're Mr. and Mrs. Lee Payson. This is my husband.
It's nice to know you both. I hope I'm not a...
Oh, of course not. Nothing's wrong. Just step up to the fire there. This is Mr. Coombs. Charlie Coombs. He's a friend of ours from Stansboro.
How are you, Coombs?
Hiya.
Mr. Coombs, Charlie, is paying us a visit. We haven't seen him for a long time.
I see. You're from Stansboro, you say, Coombs?
Yeah, why?
No, nothing in particular. When did you come over the pass?
This afternoon.
That's odd.
What's odd about it?
I heard a report that the storm had caused a landslide. The road from Stansboro is impassable.
Charlie must have gotten through ahead of the slide. That's it, isn't it, Charlie?
I didn't see any signs of a slide.
According to the report, it took place last night. Well, probably with some other road.
Sure, it could have been any road. In a storm like this, you hear all sorts of things.
Oh, of course. I'll make some coffee.
There's some here on the table. It's still hot.
Yes, sir. I forgot. Help yourself, Mr. Drake.
Thank you.
By the way, Drake, how does it happen you're out on a night like this? I thought dudes stuck pretty close to the fire unless the weather was just right.
I guess they do. I happen to be on the trail of a murderer.
Murderer?
Yes. Haven't you folks heard that the bank at Rygate was held up and robbed this morning?
Well, sure we heard it, but there wasn't any murder. All the way these
Did I say there was a murder, Coombs?
What? Well, sure you did. You just said that you were on
Yes, on the trail of a murderer. Duke Orville, the man who robbed the bank, is supposed to be on his way to join up with Mo Sylvanus and his gang.
Oh, so that's it. By trailing Duke Orville, you expect to get your hands on Sylvanus, eh, Mr. Drake?
That's it. Sylvanus has been wanted for a long time. Up to now, he's been out of reach across the border. Inspector Danton and I received a tip that he'll meet Orville on the state side.
Oh, that's crazy. You're wasting your time, Drake. Orville doesn't even know Sylvanus.
Oh? Well, how do you know that, Coombs?
How do I know it? Well, never mind how. I just know it. A friend of mine knew Orville before he was sent to the pen.
Oh, I see. Did you ever happen to meet Orville, Coombs?
He? Well, no, of course not. Why?
Well, I was just asking. If you had, it would have saved us a lot of trouble.
What do you mean by that? Saved us a lot of trouble.
The inspector and me. You see, no one in Rygate had an accurate description of Orville, so the inspector went over to Carson to get some information from the warden at the penitentiary.
That seems like an awful lot of trouble.
Yes, well, police officers frequently have to go to a lot of trouble, Mrs. Payson. They can't afford to make mistakes.
Oh, no, they can't afford to make mistakes. They just accuse a man of a crime he didn't commit and then hound him for the rest of his life. They believe everything they hear.
Wait a minute, Coombs. That's the very thing we're trying to avoid. Arresting the wrong man.
I'll bet. Duke Orville made one mistake, and now he has to take the rap for everyone else's crimes. Where's this Inspector Danton now?
Well, I expect him to arrive here any minute.
Here?
Yes. You see, they told us at Rygate about this ranch house. We decided it would be a good place to meet. Since in Orville's attempt to reach the border, he'd probably be forced to stop here, too.
Oh, so that's... Thought of everything, didn't you?
Well, we tried to, Coombs. As a matter of fact, it occurred to us that Orville might have planned to meet Sylvanus here.
Very neat. Figure on getting them both, huh?
Yes, we hope to.
Will Inspector Danton have a description of Duke Orville with him?
Oh, yes. Not only a description, but the pictures that were taken of Duke while he was serving his time.
There'll be no chance, then, of mistaken identity.
I'm afraid not in the least.
Is Danton coming alone?
Oh, no. He'll have a posse with him.
Oh, now, isn't that nice? That's just the prettiest setup you ever heard of. A couple of slick city coppers come out here to the sticks and set a trap for two bad boys with the wide open spaces. Drake, you've got a lot to learn.
Have I?
Suppose Duke Orville does get here. Suppose you get the drop on him. You think he's going to lead you to the hideout of Mussolini?
Yes, I think so, too.
Why, you dumb crook, haven't I already told you that Orville and Sylvanus don't even know each other?
Oh, that must be Inspector Danton now. Shall I let him in?
No. Sit right where you are. Lady, get over by the stove.
What are you going to do?
Don't sleep. That's better. Oh, Drake, you ever see a gun like this before?
No, it is a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, a big one, and it shoots straight. Just remember that. All right, Payson, open the door. Inspector Danton's getting impatient.
No, you can't shoot him down in cold blood.
Can I? Oh, no, that's a fine thing. Up to now, you've been bleating about how criminals can do anything. Leopards don't change their spots, remember? Open the door.
Open it, Lee. Do as he says.
Just jerk it open wide, Payson, and then step back out of the line of fire. Unless you want to get hurt.
Look behind you, Coombs. There's someone at the window.
Who the devil are you?
It's Mo Sylvanus. I've seen his picture a dozen times.
Yeah, that's it, lady. Mo Sylvanus in person. Chum, thanks for throwing this guy off guard by telling him there was someone at the window.
It was a mistake, I assure you.
Hey, what's going on here, anyhow? One thing I didn't figure on was you two having visitors.
None of your business what's going on. What do you want of us?
Listen to him. What do I want of him, he asks. Oh, now ain't that something? Look, pal, skip the ike. Just give me the money and I'll be on my way and nobody will get hurt.
Money? What money?
The money you got for selling them cattle. And don't tell me you didn't sell no cattle or that you ain't got the dough. I happen to know better.
I haven't got the money. I put it in the bank.
Oh, sure. Now, give me that dough.
He hasn't got the money. He put it in the bank. I know. I was with him.
Oh, so you was with him. Now, think of it. What do you take me for? One more chance, Payson.
I haven't got it.
The next time I don't miss, Payson. Where's the dough?
Don't be a fool, Sylvanus. He hasn't got the money. Don't you think he'd turn it over if he had?
I don't know, mister. Sometimes these cowboys think they're tough and they get stubborn. We'll try it once more.
Oh, you hit him. Oh, you hurt him.
Take it easy, lady. He ain't hurt much. Just a little flesh wound. Keep away from him.
You better do as he says, Mrs. Payson. This man has so many murders to his credit. Another one or two won't bother him.
Mister, you talk sense.
I'm all right, Sandy.
Sylvanus, you're a smart man. Use your head. If you kill Payson, then you'll never know where he's hidden the money.
Oh, no? I reckon the little lady knows where it's hidden.
Do you think I'd tell you if you killed my husband? Do you think I'd care what happened to me?
You see, Sylvanus, 2 more murders added to your list isn't going to gain you anything.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right at that. But there's other ways.
Other ways?
The trouble with you punks is you don't know Mo Sylvanus. Hey, you. What do you want? Get that rope off the hook and start tying up these punks. Well, get moving.
Don't do it, Coombs. We're 3 against 1.
Yeah. 3 against 1. And 4 bullets. Why don't you try rushing?
Don't go up in his face. I'll jump him when you do. Yeah? How wouldn't I be a sucker to do that? Listen, maybe the rest of you are hankering to die, but I'm not. I'm tying you up.
Coombs, you're a fool.
Shut up, loudmouth. Okay, fellas. Start with him first. And make those knots tight. Riddle.
Okay, that's the last of them, Sylvanus. Now what?
Now? You sit down in that chair, pal, and I'll take care of you.
You don't have to tie me up.
Get up and sit down.
Okay.
You're making a mistake, Sylvanus. That money isn't here.
Of course it isn't. It's in the bank at Rygate.
Yeah. That'll take care of you, pal.
What you want to tie me up for? I ain't got...
Shut up, all of you. Now listen, Payson. You got one more chance to tell me where that dough's hid.
I can't tell you. It isn't here. It's in the bank. I told you that.
Where is it?
It isn't here.
You leave him alone. He's telling you the truth.
Shut up, loudmouth, or you'll get some of the same.
How can he tell you? How can he? The money isn't here.
Yeah. You said that before. Payson, are you going to talk?
I tell you, What are you doing?
What's it look like, chum? And taking off your shoes and socks.
What are you going to do?
You'll see, lady. Maybe it'll give you ideas about the dough.
What are you putting that poker in the fire for?
Yes.
No. No, you can't do that.
Sylvanus, in the name of heaven,
The
man.
trouble is, you folks kind of underrated Mo Sylvanus. All right, Payson, here it is. All nice and red hot. Now, do you talk? Or do I tickle your feet?
I can't talk. I can't.
Shut up. Make up your mind.
Oh, please. Please.
Quit it, Sylvanus. Haven't you any feeling of human decency left?
No. I ain't got no feeling of human decency left. Okay, Payson. Are you going to talk?
I can't. I tell you, I
Don't,
can't.
please. We'll get the money somehow, but... Oh, please don't.
Shut up, lady. Okay, Payson. Where's the dough?
Stop it, Sylvanus. I'll see that you get the money if that's all you want. Leave the boy alone.
How about it, pal? Do you talk or do I...
I can't. You gotta believe me.
All right, you asked for it, brother.
Sylvanus.
Yeah, what's the matter with you?
I've seen a lot, but this is more than I can take. Let the kid alone. He hasn't got the dough. I've got it. I took it away from him just before you got here.
What was that, chum?
I knew he stole those cattle. I came up here and made him tell me where the money was hidden. I've got it. It's in a money belt around my waist.
Is that a fact? Pal, you'd better be telling the truth.
I am telling the truth. Look and see for yourself.
Yeah, I'll do that. Well, now ain't this something? A nice, fat money belt.
I told you you'd find it.
Yeah. So you had it all the time, eh, pal? Let me see now. 17, 18. Hey, there's more than 20 grand here. All nice, fresh new bills, too. Well, I'll just flip this around my own waist and Wait a minute.
What's the matter? You got what you came after. Now get out and leave us alone.
Yeah, I got what I come after. What I want to know is why didn't one of these others tell me that that's where the dough was hid? What'd they have to lose?
They didn't know what I'd done with it. They didn't even know I'd taken it. I was here before they got home.
Yeah? There's something screwy about this. Something very screwy. And it don't pay to take no chances when there's a screwy deal afoot.
What are you going to do, Sylvanus? You got the dough.
I'm going to do just what you're thinking, pal. Dead men don't tell no tales. I'm going to bump you all.
You're not stopping anyone else, sucker. Drop that gun.
Inspector.
Why, you... Oh, Bobby, you broke my arm.
Nice work, Inspector.
Sorry I was late, Bart. Got held up by the storm. Posse's outside. Say, you folks are all tied up.
That's right, Inspector. And before you untie us, I think you'd better tie up Mo Sylvanus.
Well. So this is the big bad man of the West, eh?
That's right, Inspector. And it was Sylvanus who robbed the bank at Reigate.
You're a liar. I didn't rob no bank.
Wait a minute, Bart. I thought it was...
Look at the money belt around his waist, Inspector. I think you'll find he has the exact amount that was taken from the bank.
Why, you dirty double-crossing rat. You're not going to pin that bank job on me.
Take it easy, bad man. Let me have a look here. Say, there's a money belt, all right, and there's dough in it.
Check the serial numbers with the list you have in your pocket, Inspector. I think you'll find that they agree.
I don't care whether they check it out. That money isn't
Do
mine.
you need any more evidence, Inspector?
No, that's enough for me. Caught red-handed with a stolen good. Come along, bad man.
Your hands off me. I didn't steal that money.
Come on, quit stalling.
Better take him outside, Inspector, and tell the posse to take him back to Reigate and turn him over to the sheriff.
Yeah, good idea. Come on.
You know what you're arrested, man. What you got to say?
Taken care of?
Yeah, the boys are taking Sylvanus back to town. It stopped raining, so I guess they'll get through all right.
Good work.
You know, the way that guy yelled his head off, I almost got sold that he didn't steal that dough from the bank.
So? Well, Inspector, that's nonsense. You checked the serial numbers, didn't you?
Yeah, they checked all right.
Well, then what other possible evidence could you want, Inspector?
None. If he didn't steal the dough, where else could he have gotten it, eh?
That's right, Inspector. Well, anyway, we'll let the sheriff take over from here.
Yeah, good idea. How's young patient?
Oh, he's coming along fine. He and his wife are in the next room.
Oh, say, we almost gummed the works when we sent that phony tip to Sylvanus, didn't we?
Yes, it's a pity it had to happen that way. Of course, we had no way of knowing there'd be a washout, and you and the posse would be late in arriving.
Imagine that guy Sylvanus. He had 25 grand tied around his middle, yet he couldn't resist coming up here and taking some more from these kids.
The men of his stripe are greedy, Inspector. They can't get enough.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Miss Payson. How's your husband?
Well, he's all right. He just said goodbye to Mr. Coons.
Oh?
Coon? Was he that other guy who was here?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to meet him, Inspector Danton.
Yeah. I am, too. Seems like a nice chap. It's funny. He looked kind of familiar, too.
Familiar?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get a very good look at his face, anyhow. Like to have met him, though.
Well, you'll get your chance tomorrow, Inspector.
Yeah?
I'm meeting Coombs in Reigate. We have an appointment with the president of the bank.
Huh? An appointment with the bank president?
That's right.
What's that for?
Well, there's a matter we have to discuss. It concerns a leopard.
A what?
A leopard, Inspector. I'm going to prove to Ed Burnham that a leopard can change his spots, and I'm going to prove the same thing to Mr. Coombs. You see, it's 6 of one and a half dozen of another.
It is, eh? Well, it sounds like sixes and sevens to me. What's all this double talk about, anyhow?
Mr. Drake means, Inspector, that we've learned tonight that the old adage isn't true. A leopard can change his spots. All some people need is a fair chance to get started on the right road again.
Leopard, fair chance, right road. Pardon me if I see.
Never mind, Inspector. I'll explain it to you on the way back to the ranch. Come along.
I wish you would. I certainly do. It sounds screwy to me.
It is screwy, Inspector. You see, for one thing, I discovered tonight that sometimes other things are more important than remembering that mystery is my hobby. Mystery is my hobby. Today's story took place here in New York only last week. Cale Brown, lightweight boxing champion, was defending his title against a virtually unknown contender named Lefty Ross. The inspector and I were lucky enough to get ringside seats.
No doubt who that round went to, eh, Bart?
Not a question, Inspector. Young Lefty Ross doesn't be doing so well, does he?
Well, I said right along the kid wasn't ready to meet Cale Brown.
Yeah, you're right.
That fat head manager of his, what's his name? Niles Stanson, yeah. Knows as much about boxing as I do about flagpole sitting.
Was flagpole sitting the chief sport when you were a boy, Inspector?
Oh.
Look, Inspector. There comes Sampson now.
Yeah. I suppose he's going to give young Ross some fatherly advice.
Well,
you know, if I had Sampson's reputation, I'd crawl into a hole and I'd just pull it in after him.
You don't think much of Sampson, eh, Inspector?
I'll say I don't. Hey, what's going on over there in K.O.'s corner?
It looks as though a private fight of its own has started among the spectators. Uh-oh. Here comes a policeman. They'll have it settled in no time.
Sometime I'd like to go to a prize fight and see all the fighting done in the ring.
Here we go, Inspector. Round 2.
Yep. Hey, you want to make a little side bet on who takes it?
Right. 10 even says Lefty Ross takes it.
Are you kidding? That's a sucker bet.
10 even, Inspector. Take it or leave it.
Okay. It's a deal. Sucker.
That's all right. We'll see.
Hey, what's the matter with K.O.? He's laying down on the job.
You've got that twisted, Inspector. Young Ross is waking up on his feet.
Look at that. Right. Hey, you bum. Get in there and fight.
You tell him, Inspector, he needs all the support he can get.
My golly. Sampson must have given the kid a shot in the arm or something.
Either that or K.O. was up late last night. That boy's called. Come on, Lefty. My money's on you.
What a shot. K.O.'s driving. This is something I never expected to see.
You and 2/3 of the crowd, Inspector. Look, K.O.'s down.
Down? He's up. Like a light.
Get back to your corner, Lefty. That's the referee's count.
He's counting. He's counting. Don't worry about your dog.
Stop it.
8. Hadn't seen it, I wouldn't believe it.
Wait a minute. There goes Lefty back to his dressing room. They're certainly putting him out of the ring in a hurry.
Well, there isn't going to be any hurry about K.O. leaving.
No.
He hasn't moved since Lefty hung that right hook on his jaw. Come on, Bud. Let's get out of here. I still can't
Wait
believe
a minute, Inspector.
Oh, all right. Here's your dough.
Never mind the dough. Look up there.
Where? Oh, So you want me to look at my boy, eh? You got to rub it in,
Inspector,
eh?
K.O. is more than knocked unconscious. Come on, man.
Good gosh, you're right.
Follow me, Bart. Hey, make way there, will you?
One side, you guys. There we are, Bart. Climb up under the rope.
Right. That's Doc Stanley bending over K.O. now.
Yeah. By the expression on his face, I'd say things weren't so good.
Hello. How's the story, Doc?
Hello, Mr. Drake. This is bad. K.O.'s jaw is broken. He's dead.
Look, Bart, if you think you're going to smell a murder out of this one, you're crazy. The fact that K.O.'s jaw was broken is
The fact that K.O.'s jaw was broken is the reason why I'm suspicious, Inspector.
I don't get it. Look, if the kid could
This is
hit
K.O.'s
hard
dressing
enough...
room. Let's go in. What?
I'll take care of that. Open up. Come on, open the door.
They don't seem to hear you, Inspector.
No, well, they better hear me. Hey, open this door in the name of the law. Who is that? Well, how do you like that? Who is it they want to know? The police! Open this door out! It's about time. Who the devil...
There's Lefty in the rubbing table, Inspector. Let's go over. Come on.
Yeah. There's Sampson with him. One side, Bob.
Oh, Captain. What's on your mind?
Plenty. What's the matter with the kid?
Well, what do you think? A couple of rounds of being slugged by a pug like K.O. don't do a kid like Lefty here no good.
You mean that Lefty's out?
He was out on his feet when we took him from the ring.
By the look of those red welts on his body, he took more of a beating than I thought.
Hey, take it easy, kid. Take it easy. You'll be all right.
Is that the reason you hurried him out of the ring, Sampson?
Sure. Don't do no good to let them things get around.
Oh, I figured right, eh? The kid wasn't ready to meet K.O. But you shoved him in just the same. He got in a lucky punch and...
Take it easy, Flatfoot. You stick to your snooping and I'll stick to my prize fight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what the devil reason you got busting in here anyway?
Plenty. Now,
Inspector, please. Sampson, would you mind stepping over here in the corner a minute? Bring along those gloves, Inspector. All right, Sampson, let's go.
Say, what kind of a gag is this? Look, I got a sense of the kid.
It'll be just as well if the kid doesn't hear what we have to say for the moment.
Okay. What's on your mind?
Doc Stanley just finished examining K.O. He's dead.
Dead? What do you mean he's dead?
He stopped breathing. What do you think we mean?
Now, wait a minute. What's it got to do with me? What do you needling me for?
K.O. died as a result of a beating he took from your boy, Sampson. His jaw was broken.
What do you mean beating he took from my boy? That's a laugh. It was K.O.'s fight right from the first gong until Lefty got in that lucky punch.
Yes, it was. That's what made us think that something might be wrong. Inspector, have you examined those gloves?
Yeah, they're okay. Nothing wrong there.
Say, look, what is this? What are you examining the gloves for? If you think I had anything to do with this, you're crazy. Lefty couldn't hit anyone hard enough to kill him. Anybody know that.
That's just the point, Sampson. Lefty couldn't hit K.O. hard enough to kill him. And he couldn't hit hard enough to break K.O.'s jaw. That's why I think that K.O. was murdered.
Lefty,
Hello, Donna.
Lefty, you didn't win.
Yes, I won. I'm the new lightweight champion.
Oh, darling. Darling, now we can have... Lefty, what's wrong?
But you haven't heard?
Haven't I heard what, honey? I've just been sitting here waiting.
K.O.'s dead.
Dead? Darling, what are you saying?
He's dead. He died because I hit him too hard.
Honey, you're joking. How could he die because you hit him too hard? That's ridiculous.
They think I had my gloves padded. They think I murdered him. They let me go because they couldn't turn up any evidence, but I can't leave town.
The idea. The very idea of thinking that you...
They're coming up here to ask me questions. They think I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Oh, darling, don't. Of course you didn't do it. Of course you're not a murderer.
I must be. They said K.O. died from blows he received in the ring. He examined my gloves. They thought the gloves had been padded.
Look, darling, be reasonable. You couldn't have hit him that hard. And even if you did, it wouldn't be your fault.
Lefty, your gloves weren't padded.
I don't know. I don't remember. It's all confused in my mind. Maybe they were paid. Oh, there they are now. I've got to get out of here.
You're doing nothing of the sort. You stay right where you are. This is the silliest thing I ever heard of. Yes?
Sorry to intrude, Mrs. Ross. You are Mrs. Ross, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Mrs. Ross. If you're the police, Lefty has already
I'm Barton
told me.
Drake. This is Inspector Noaden.
Hi.
Hello, Lefty.
Hello, Mr. Drake.
Now, see here, Mr. Drake. It's utterly ridiculous to think that Lefty could have
Yes,
kidnapped
I know. We don't believe Lefty's capable of delivering a blow hard enough to kill any man any more than you do.
But still, you've accused him of murder.
Not yet we haven't, lady. It's like this. If K.O. died as a result of the blows he received, the gloves had to be padded.
Padded?
Yeah.
Are you accusing Lefty of padding his gloves?
What does Lefty have to say about it?
I don't know, Mr. Drake. I wouldn't pad them myself, but suppose someone else did.
Someone else? That's a hot one. Look, son, don't stand there and tell us. You wouldn't know whether or not you were wearing gloves with a hunk of lead in one of them.
Well, I suppose I'd know.
Sure you'd know, and the referee'd know when he looked the gloves over.
That's just the point. The referee would know. Lefty, tell us exactly what happened from the time you left your dressing room until you returned there after the fight.
Well, I don't know exactly what... That is, I'm not sure. Everything's so confused.
You don't know. Now, look, son, you don't expect us to believe that.
Then why not? Lefty was excited. It was his first big fight. Naturally, he's confused about what happened.
You remember the fight, don't you, Lefty?
Yes, I remember that. I remember taking a beating in the first round. I remember the roar of the crowd and Sampson yelling at me, calling me a coward, telling me to get in there and fight. Then the gong rang, and I remember thinking it would have to be now or never.
So you got in there and slugged, eh?
Yeah, that's right. Lefty, K.O. must have worked me over pretty badly. I guess I was out on my feet when they took me from the ring. I got in one lucky punch, and that was all.
Well, I got to admit it was a beautiful sock. Now, I don't think you were so confused, Bob.
I'm sorry, Inspector. I think he was.
But look, Bart, if he can remember getting in there and
Inspector, I'm going to change my opinion about K.O. Brown being murdered. I think his death was accidental.
Accidental?
Yes. Tell me, Lefty, this was to be your last fight, wasn't it?
Well, yes, Mr. Drake. Well, that is, if I lost, it was.
And you had every intention of losing. I mean by that, you knew you weren't ready to meet K.O., and you didn't think you had a chance of licking him.
That's right. Sampson didn't think so either, but he offered me big money to take K.O. on.
Look, Lefty and I want to buy a farm. Neither of us have any relatives, except Lefty's brother Mike, who isn't much good. Fighting was the only way Lefty knew of earning enough money before we got too old. You can't blame him.
I'm not blaming him, Mrs. Ross. One more question, Lefty. Suppose K.O. hadn't died. Suppose you just knocked him out, thereby making yourself champion. Would you have stuck with Sampson?
Well, if I got to be champ, I don't suppose I could have let Sampson down until after I had at least one more fight.
Exactly. Inspector, I think we'd better get down to Niall Sampson's gymnasium. We're going to work a little bluff on Mr. Sampson that should definitely pay off.
Oh, it's you, Drake. Still snooping around, huh?
That's right. Still snooping around, Sampson. Well, are these two hairy gentlemen your bodyguards?
That's it, Drake. My bodyguards. They get paid to see that no harm comes to me. You understand?
Yes, perfectly.
Drake, you're smart. All right, boys, relax. Now, what's on your mind, Drake?
A little matter of murder, Sampson. That's rather a new line for you, isn't it?
Let's say it's out of my line entirely, chum.
I see. Meaning, of course, that you didn't murder K.O. Brown.
I didn't lay a hand on him. And I can prove it.
Can you prove that you didn't pad one of the gloves worn by Lefty Ross with a pair of brass knuckles or worse?
Ah, that's a laugh. I suppose next you're going to tell me I had the referee in my pay.
I think you would if you could, Sampson. Failing in that, you resorted to the next best thing. You padded the glove yourself. You did it between round 1 and 2.
Sure, just walked up, stuck a hunk of iron in a glove with everyone looking on it.
No one was looking at you, Sampson, because everyone's attention was attracted to the fight among the spectators that started near K.O.'s corner.
You're reaching for something that ain't there, Drake. Can I help it if a couple of drunks get to slapping each other around?
You helped this one. You paid the drunks to do it. Inspector Denton just took them down to headquarters, where I feel reasonably sure he'll persuade them to confess.
What? Why, you couldn't...
Well, now that we've cleared up that point, perhaps you'd like to confess to patting Lefty's glove.
Look, Drake, you're too smart for your pants. Why don't you go have a talk with Lefty?
I just came from there.
And I suppose he told you that between round 1 and 2, I come up and stashed a slug in his glove.
No, I'm sorry to say he didn't.
Which blows your theory wide open, don't it? Listen, that kid's on the level. He wouldn't let me pull a fast one like that even if I wanted to.
I'm quite aware of that, Sampson. That's the reason I'm going to hunt through your desk for a bottle of scopolamine tablets.
You saying I drugged the kid?
That's what I'm saying, Sampson.
Now, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I drugged the kid so he wouldn't know I was loading his glove. But he was still in good enough condition to knock out Teo.
You sound triumphant, Sampson.
Yeah, triumphant. Yeah, that's a good word. I think you're a little bit wacky if you expect anybody to believe that crackpot story. Now get out of here. I got things to do.
I'm afraid you'll have to postpone the things you have to do, Sampson.
Keep away from that desk, Drake.
Afraid of what I might find, Sampson?
I'll show you how afraid I am. Boys, lock the door.
I wouldn't do it, boys. Inspector Denton will be back here any minute, and he won't be alone.
So what if he is? I'm telling you to get out of this office or else.
Sorry, Sampson. You've been training fighters for years. You ought to understand this.
Boy, you lousy. Get him, boy.
Okay, if that's the way you want it, come on. Oh, you will, will you?
Give it on. Open the door. Give it on, please. Drake. Come on, boys. Let's get out the back door. What Denton don't know won't hurt him. Hey, you get back out of sight. Open up or I'm shooting this monster place.
Wait a minute, Inspector. I'll let you in.
Something. Judas, Bart, look at your face. They did a job on you, eh?
Yes, it feels that way, Inspector.
Well, what did you let them lock the door for?
I was busy at the moment.
Well, anyway, the bluff worked. Sampson thought sure as heck I was working over some of his boys down at headquarters.
I'm afraid our bluff missed fire entirely, Inspector.
What do you mean? I heard every word Sampson said.
The trouble is you didn't see what I saw.
You see something special?
Very special, Inspector. Just as Sampson and his boys reached the rear door, it opened and a man came in. Sampson yelled at him to get back out of sight.
Well, who was it?
Lefty Ross.
Those mugs had done something to your thinking apparatus. That couldn't have been Lefty Ross you saw.
Well, possibly you're right about Lefty, Inspector, but there's nothing wrong with my thinking apparatus.
Who are you calling? Every minute we waste here gives Sampson more time to get away, you know.
Sampson won't go far, Inspector. As soon as he realizes that running away will amount to confession, he'll be back.
Hello?
Hello, Lefty. This is Drake.
Oh, yes, Mr. Drake.
Lefty, have you been away from your apartment since Inspector Denton and I were there?
No, Donna and I have been right here all the time.
Good. Now listen carefully, Lefty.
I wish I had your faith that mug Sampson would stick around when he knows.
That's right, Lefty. Now, if you'll follow those instructions, I think you and Donna will be able to buy your farm. You think you can handle it, Lefty?
Sure, Mr. Drake. We'll do anything you say. What time do you want Donna and me to leave the apartment?
Oh, in about 15 minutes. Inspector Denton and I will have everything under control by then.
Okay, Mr. Drake. We'll be there. You can count on us.
Fine. Goodbye, Lefty. See you later. Well, Inspector, do you think my plan will work?
It'll work as far as we're concerned, but suppose Sampson doesn't play ball.
He will, Inspector, I'm sure of it. We're giving him an opportunity to destroy evidence that will prove him guilty of murder, and I doubt if he'll fail to bite. Come on.
Where are we going?
We're going out the front door of the gymnasium and walk down the street as though we were leaving the place for good.
You figure that Sampson's watching outside for us to do just that, eh?
That's exactly what he's doing. As soon as he's sure we're gone, he'll return to his office. After all, he feels reasonably sure that we haven't got a thing on him. Now, if he can destroy certain evidence that is probably hidden around this gym somewhere, he's going to feel pretty smug.
Okay, I only hope those kids don't get themselves into a jam.
They won't, Inspector. We're going to be on hand to see that they don't. Come along.
Lefty, what if Mr. Drake's plan doesn't work?
Oh, it'll work, Donna. Drake knows what he's doing. It's the only chance I have of escaping a murder charge. Oh, Mr. Sampson's office here.
Aren't you going to knock?
No, let's surprise him.
Hey, what the... Oh, it's you, kid. And a little woman, too. Well, come right in. Come in.
Hello, Niles. I dropped by to tell you I was quitting the ring.
Oh, you did? Now, just a minute, kid.
You ain't walking out on me just when I made you champ, are you?
Yes, I am. That fight wasn't on the level, and you know it.
You better back that statement up with a few facts, kid. I don't like it.
I didn't think you would, Niles, so I got the facts. All the facts I need.
Yeah? Such as what?
Well, I talked to some people who saw the fight. They said I took quite a beating in the first round.
They said it? Don't you know yourself whether you did or not?
No, I don't. That's what I wanted to ask you about now. Everyone I talked to said K.O. lambasted me all over the place. They said that mostly he went after my face and head.
Is that a fact?
Yeah. And when I heard that, I began to wonder why I didn't have any marks or bruises on my face at all.
Oh, so that's it, huh? Well, now, ain't that a shame? Kid, it's just a lucky thing my boys are here. They can just take care of your predicament without no trouble at all. Boys, the kid here figures he ought to have some marks on his face and head to show he's been in a fight.
Lefty, look out. They're going to beat you up.
Now, Mrs. Ross, don't you worry. My boys will give Lefty what he wants, and then we'll all sit down and have a nice little talk about whether or not the kid's going to walk out on Niles Simpson.
No, leave him alone.
Get it, Tom, boys. He asked for it. Keep away from me, you lunkhead.
You punks! Get away from him. Sit still, Samson. Bart, go over there and frisk him, will you?
Glad to, Inspector.
Hey, what is this? What's the idea?
In case you're really wondering, Sampson, we'll let Lefty's brother Mike give you the details.
Why, you can't prove a thing by him. Not a thing.
What's my brother Mike got to do with this, Mr. Drake?
Quite a lot, son. It was Mike who fought K.O. Brown yesterday, not you.
That's impossible.
No, that's not as impossible as you might think, Mrs. Ross. You see, before the fight, Lefty was given a scopolamine tablet.
Scopolamine? What's that?
It's a new drug, Lefty. It puts the patient in a semi-conscious state. Some psychiatrists use it as a substitute for hypnotism.
Well, I can't believe I wasn't actually in that ring.
You don't remember the fight? You said so yourself.
Well, it's all confusing.
I'll tell you why you can't remember it, Lefty. Samson had a loudspeaker rigged up in your dressing room. You heard the fight, and Samson kept yelling at you to get in there and slug.
And someone else kept whacking you with a wet towel, which accounted for the welts on your body.
It was your brother who was actually in the ring. He looked enough like you so that no one noticed the difference.
And between rounds 1 and 2, Samson came up and patted one of Mike's gloves while everyone's attention was attracted to the fight near K.O.'s corner. Mike had been training for weeks. It wasn't much good, but he had enough stuff to last 2 rounds, which was all Samson wanted.
Yeah, but why? Why did Samson go to all that trouble?
The answer to that is obvious, Mrs. Ross. Lefty was going to quit the ring, but Samson knew if he won the championship, he'd feel morally obligated to stick for at least one more bout.
And maybe Samson could work the same gag again.
Okay, boys, you got me. That's just the way it happened. I should have figured I couldn't get away with it.
Huh? What? Did you hear what I heard? The guy actually admits it.
I know when I'm licked dancing. I got that box that's got all my bills in this drawer in case.
Watch him, Inspector. There's a gun in that drawer.
You bet there is. Take care of Drake, boys. The boys better take care of themselves in the street.
Pull up here, Inspector. The Rosses live in that apartment house.
I know it. I've been here before.
That's right.
I don't know how Lefty and I can ever thank you two for all you've done
That's
for
right, Mrs. Ross. It's the sort of thing that the Inspector and I enjoy. Eh, Inspector?
Oh, sure. We had a heck of a time. Say, look, Bart, I've been figuring...
Just a minute, Inspector.
Huh?
Were you going to say something, Lefty?
Well, yes, I was. Well, what if no one had noticed, Mr. Drake? Well, I mean, Samson never let me have much publicity. You suppose
That he
he was
kept you undercover on purpose? Yes, I do. The fewer times your picture appeared, the less likelihood of anyone recognizing Mike when he stepped into the ring.
I guess you're right. Mike and I look almost exactly alike. Did you know it wasn't me in the ring, Mr. Drake?
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't.
Oh, then how did you guess? What gave you the idea that something was wrong?
It was your name, Lefty.
My name?
Of course. You got your name for being left-handed, didn't you?
Yes, I did, but...
K.O. Brown was knocked out by 2 rights to the heart and a right hook to the jaw.
That's it. That's what I was trying to figure out. Bart, hand me over $10.
$10, Inspector?
Sure, you bet me 10 even on that second round.
I don't understand, Inspector. I bet you 10 even that Lefty would take the second round, remember?
Well, sure I remember. But Lefty didn't take it. It was his brother Mike who took it. You proved it yourself. Now, give me my $10.
All right, you got me, Inspector. I stuck my chin out on that one. Here you are.
Thanks. Glad I happened to think of that. By the way, Bart, there's a fight at the Gardens next week.
So?
Now, look, I'll bet you 15 buckles.
No, you don't,
Huh?
Inspector. Not a chance. From now on, I'm betting on only one thing, and that is mystery is my hobby. Mystery is my hobby. Inspector Danton and I had spent the evening playing chess at the Lamplighters Club. It was shortly after 11 o'clock when I got back to my apartment. Almost at once, the telephone began ringing. Hello, Drake speaking.
Hello, Bart. This is Danton.
Well, Inspector, couldn't you sleep after that trimming I gave you at the club?
Bart, listen, I just had a call from a party named Austin. You know the family that live down in Port Washington.
Oh, yes, of course. David Austin was once one of our leading industrialists. Right now he's retired, living on his millions.
Yeah? Well, right now he's neither retired nor living on his millions. He's dead.
Dead?
Yeah, dead. Shot through the heart with a .38 caliber gun. The guy who called me said he was murdered.
And who is the guy who called you, Inspector?
Name of William Austin. He's Dave's nephew. Willie not only says his uncle was murdered, but he knows who's guilty.
Well, tell me more, Inspector. What's the guilty party's name?
Ernie Forbes. He's Bill Austin's cousin, which makes David Austin also his uncle.
Biologically, that's 100% correct, Inspector.
Huh? Yeah. Now, here's the gimmick. Ernie just got out of jail a month ago, and this afternoon he landed in New York.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, naturally, Bill Austin wants me to come down and arrest Cousin Ernie right away.
Well, why don't you, Inspector?
Why don't I? I'm going to. That's why I'm calling you. Don't you want to come along?
No, thanks, Inspector. It all sounds too cut and dried for me. If you don't mind, I'm going to bed.
Huh? Oh, look, Bart. Maybe there'll be complications.
If there are, Inspector, don't fail to let me know. Thanks for calling, old man.
Listen, Bart, my God.
Good night. Old codger. Trying to rout me out just because he likes company. Hello.
Hello. May I speak to Barton Drake, please?
This is Drake.
Mr. Drake, this is Francis Austin. Something terrible has happened.
Really? What is it?
My uncle, David Austin, has just been murdered.
Murdered? Are you sure?
I'm positive. My cousin Bill just shot him.
Bill? Well, look here, Miss Austin.
I know he did it, Mr. Drake. I practically saw him. I want you to come out right away and arrest him.
I'm afraid you've called the wrong party, Miss Austin. I have no authority to arrest anyone. Why don't you call the police?
I can't. Mr. Drake, can't you do something?
Well, possibly I can, Miss Austin. Wait until I get there, please, and disturb nothing.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Drake. I'll see that you're amply rewarded. Please hurry.
I'll be there as soon as I can, Miss Austin. Goodbye. Seems like a busy night for suspicion. I wonder who's calling this time of night. Well, what can I do for you?
Your name's Drake, isn't it? Barton Drake?
Yes, that's right. However, at the moment I'm fairly...
I'm Ernie Forbes. Guess you heard of my uncle, David Austin?
Ernie Forbes, then... I see. What's on your mind, Ernie?
You're a detective, aren't you, Drake?
Of a sort.
Okay. I'm in a jam. In about an hour, the cops are going to be looking for me because I'm supposed to have murdered somebody.
Oh, and whom are you supposed to have murdered, Ernie?
My uncle, Dave Austin.
But of course you're not guilty.
That's it. I'm not guilty. My cousin Franny did it.
You can prove that.
No. All I know is I saw her sitting in her room with a gun.
What gun?
The gun that was used to knock off Uncle Dave. Only I can't prove nothing. That's where you come in.
I see. I'm supposed to prove Franny guilty.
I don't care what you do about Franny. All I want you to do is prove that I'm not guilty. Look, Drake, when this story breaks, it's going to be a mess. And I'm going to be the fall guy.
Oh. And why are you going to be the fall guy, Ernie?
Well, it's like this. I got two cousins, Franny and Bill Austin. They're high-class society stuff. They've been living with Uncle Davy, sort of looking after him in his old age, like.
And what have you been doing?
Me, I like to get around. I stay in one place long, I get itchy feet. So a while back, I decided to become the family's black sheep.
Well, and were you successful at it?
No, I did all right. The thing is, when I walked out on the setup, I kissed goodbye to my share of Unc's dough. After all, Bill and Franny were willing to stick around, be nursemaids to the old boy, Leaf Croak. I figured they deserved to get the leavings.
Yes, that sounds reasonable, Ernie.
But all the time I get letters from Unc, asking me to come back home and start being a good boy. I don't pay no attention to letters. Till the one that come last week.
There was something special in that letter?
Yeah. Unc is scared, he says. He needs me.
Scared? Of what?
Scared he was going to be knocked off. It seems, according to the letter, Bill and Franny got tired of waiting for him to kick the bucket and decided to help things along. Them things sometimes happen, you know, Drake.
Indeed they do, Ernie. Please go on with your story.
Well, frankly, I wouldn't have given the matter another thought. Except that in this letter, Unc says if I'll come home and be his ever-loving nephew, he'll boot Franny and Bill out and give me the dough.
So you decided to abandon black sheeping and come home and become your uncle's ever-loving nephew.
Well, who wouldn't when there's $5 million in the kitty? Besides, if Franny and Bill are planning to knock off Unc, I figured the least I could do was try and put the bee on him.
But you arrived too late to put the bee on them?
That's it. I got in town this afternoon. Tonight, Unc gets it right through the ticker. And I'm telling you, Drake, it looks like I'm the guilty party.
Why do you say that, Ernie?
Because I'm in my room across the hall from Unc, see?
Yes?
I hear a shot. I go galloping across the hall, find Unc on the floor with a gun beside him. And like a jerk, I pick the gun up and I'm standing there holding it when Bill comes prancing in.
Well, rather embarrassing, I should think.
You ain't kidding. I lost my head and socked Bill over the noggin with the gun, got out of there.
Where's the gun now?
Well, that's it. I must have dropped it in the excitement, which is a fact I discover after I get outside the house.
So you decided to go back?
Yeah. Only, when I get to the top of the stairs, I see Franny going into her room, and she's got the gun.
So naturally, you assumed that it was Franny who'd murdered Uncle David.
Yeah. Now, look, Drake. During the past 5 years, I haven't been what you might call a saint. But my background and my fingerprints on that gun and Bill's testimony, I got a feeling that I'm up a tree.
Yes, you certainly are, Ernie. Have you the letter that your Uncle David wrote you?
Yeah, sure. Got it right here. Go ahead, read it.
Thank you. My dear nephew Ernest, I hope that this letter reaches you soon enough. Let's see. And in conclusion, I urge you to return to New York as soon as possible to take your rightful place in my household. Well, it's all there, as you said, Ernie. However, I'm afraid this letter will help very little in your efforts to prove yourself innocent.
What do you mean it won't help? Look, if Uncle asked me to come back...
Yes, I know, but since the letter is typewritten, how are you going to prove that your uncle wrote it?
Never thought of that.
See?
Drake, you're supposed to be a detective. How am I going to beat this rap?
I haven't the slightest idea, Ernie.
I see. Okay, Drake, take a look at this.
Well, that's rather a large roll of bills.
There's $2,000 in that roll, Drake. It's every dime I own. Get me out of this jam and it's yours.
I think I can see your point, Ernie. Your uncle's fortune is worth $5 million. You think the 2,000 against $5 million are pretty good odds.
Yeah. $2,000 in my life against $5 million in your reputation. Is it a deal, Drake?
It's a deal, Ernie. Only frankly, I think you're being pretty much of a fool.
Yes?
Hello, lady. Somebody telephoned.
Oh, Mr. Drake. Thank goodness you... Good heavens. Are you Barton Drake?
No, I'm not Barton Drake. I'm Inspector Noah Danton, and
The police?
That's right, lady. You see...
Then Barton Drake did call the police.
Just a minute. How does Drake figure in on this deal anyway?
I expressly told him not to.
I'll bet that impressed him. Now, look.
I'm sorry, Inspector Danton. I'll not have you coming here and cluttering up the house. The next thing we know, they'll be reported.
Now, whoa, just a minute, lady. Back up. Now, I'm going to clutter up the house whether you like it or not. And maybe there'll be reporters here, too.
Will there? We'll see about that.
All right, we'll see. Now, where's the body? And where's this Bill Austin and Ernie? And who are you, by the way?
How did you know about Ernie? I didn't tell Barton Drake.
Stop talking about Drake. He isn't coming. Now, do you answer my questions or do I go looking myself?
That won't be necessary, Inspector Denton. I'll answer your question.
Huh? Are you Bill Austin?
Yes, it was I who called you. Fran, what's all this talk about Barton Drake?
Never mind about Drake. You certainly had your nerve calling the police, Bill. I suppose you thought that would divert suspicion from yourself.
Oh, Fran, for heaven's sake, stop being so ridiculous. Come along upstairs, Inspector. I'll show you how it happened.
That's a good idea. So one of you thought Cousin Ernie did the shooting, and one of you thought Cousin Bill did it. Who does Ernie think is guilty?
He'll probably accuse me. Although, of course, that's utter nonsense.
Oh, sure. Where's this Ernie now?
Well, if we knew Inspector Danton, I think our troubles would be over. This is the room here.
Okay, you two stay here. Let me look around. That's Austin on the floor, eh?
Yes, as you can see.
Now, never mind. I can see all right. Where's the gun?
I have it in my room. I rather thought you'd want to see the gun, Inspector.
What? You mean you picked it up?
Of course. How else do you think I got it to my room?
Well, I'll be... Look, let me get this straight. Who else touched that gun?
Bill did. After I heard the shot, I came running in here and found Bill standing over Uncle David's body with the gun in his hand. Naturally, I suppose that it was he who had shot Uncle David.
There's just one thing wrong with that story. Before Fran got here, I came in and found Ernie standing over Uncle David's body with the gun in his hand.
Well, that's just dandy. 3 sets of fingerprints on the lethal weapon. My. Now tell me, Bub, what did Ernie do when you caught him red-handed like that?
He hit me with the gun and ran. I was only out a minute. When I came to, the gun was lying on the floor. I picked it up and started out after Ernie and met Fran here coming in.
And, of course, Fran told you which way Ernie had run because she must have met him in the hall.
No, I didn't. I was asleep in my bedroom when the shot came. It took me a few minutes to collect my senses enough to realize what had happened.
Listen.
What's the matter with you?
A car stopped out in front of the house. I'm going to see who it is.
Who in the world would be coming here at this time of night?
It's Ernie. He just got out of a cab. Well, what do you want us to do, Inspector Danton?
We'll just sit tight and see what happens. Turn off those lights, Austin.
Okay.
You two get up against the wall. Let me handle this. This is something I can't figure at all. What's Ernie doing back here unless he's as innocent as a newborn baby?
He's after his gun. That was your own theory, Inspector.
Yeah, I know. Only that theory's cockeyed when you stop to think that...
There's someone in the hall outside.
Okay, you two, keep behind me. All right, Ernie, get your hands up. No tricks. Now turn on those lights, Austin.
Right.
Well, Inspector, you certainly look determined with that gun in your hand.
Bart, what the devil?
Bart, are you Barton Drake?
Yes, I am. I imagine you're Miss Austin, and this must be your cousin Bill.
Now, just a minute. Bart, what kind of a gag is this?
It's no gag, Inspector. Ernie asked me if I'd check up on a few facts concerning his uncle's
Ernie, is he here?
Sure, I'm here. You see, Drake? I told you if I came back, they'd be laying for me.
Why not? From where I sit, you're the guilty party, Bob, and it's my
Just
duty
a minute, Inspector. Have you a warrant for Ernie's arrest?
No,
Does
but...
the evidence you have indicate he's any more guilty than Bill or Fran?
Well,
Is Ernie's motives any stronger than that of his two cousins?
Maybe not.
Sorry, Inspector. Ernie's my client, and I must warn you that I will be forced to take steps if you arrest him without sufficient evidence.
Big help you turned out to be, Bart. What are you fishing through that filing cabinet for?
Yeah, here we are. Let's see now.
When I asked you to come out here with me, you said you couldn't. Sorry, Inspector. Too cut and dry. Ernie offers you a slice of dough and you...
Here we are.
What do you mean, here we are? Why don't you answer my question? What's the idea of telling me you'll take steps? Ernie's my client. I must warn you, Inspector, that I'll have to take steps. Doggone it, Bart. What's the idea?
Oh, sorry, Inspector. Did you say something?
Oh, no, I didn't say a thing. Not a thing.
Good. Inspector, see that package of letters lying on the desk?
Sure, I see them. I'm not blind.
Those letters, Inspector, were written by David Austin to his nephew Ernie, urging Ernie to abandon his wayward habits and return to New York.
So what?
These papers that I have just removed from David Austin's filing cabinet are carbon copies of some of those letters.
Now, isn't that remarkable?
Something unusual?
Well, no. Some of them are upside down, some of them are coming loose, and some of them are practically missing. What's unusual?
Inspector, this is important evidence. It proves that my client Ernie had good cause to be here in this house tonight, doesn't it?
Bart, have you suddenly gone crazy? What's proving that got to do with anything? And what's all this hocus-pocus about your client, Ernie? Look, are you with me or against me on this case?
I'm placing this evidence in your hands, Inspector. I suggest that you peruse carefully. I'm warning you of the consequences if you don't.
That's the second time you've warned me, and I'm sick of it.
Splendid. Pick up those letters and come along, Inspector.
Okay. I'll be along.
Ah, there you are, Ernie. Well, Bill, too. When did you get back, Bill?
Back? Back from where? I haven't been any place.
Bill Austin, that's a lie. I saw you out on the corridor only a few minutes ago.
Are you crazy? Ernie and I have been sitting here ever since Drake and Danton left us. Haven't we, Ernie?
Yep. Haven't budged an inch.
The idea. You're both lying.
Never mind, Miss Austin. It isn't important. Oh, come in, Inspector. Have you got the letter?
Yeah, I got them right here in my pocket.
Good. Ernie, we found carbon copies of some of the letters your uncle wrote you. I'm glad to say that proves you were telling the truth.
Well, Natch, you didn't think I'd lie to you, did you?
Not I, Ernie, but others might. Now then, if Bill and Fran knew that your uncle was writing you letters requesting that you return to the family fold, it would give them both a good motive for murder, wouldn't it?
That's what I figured.
Well, the idea.
What the devil are you talking about, Drake?
I'm talking about the possibility of your murdering Uncle David, Bill, before he had a chance to change his will in Ernie's favor.
You're going to have a fine time proving that.
Yes, possibly you're right. By the way, Miss Austin, your uncle had a secretary, didn't he?
Yes, of course. Her name is Pauline Milford. She came here to the house every day to take dictation.
Mm-hmm. May I have her address, please?
What do you want Pauline's address for? What's she got to do with it?
Oh, it's nothing important, Bill. Tomorrow, the inspector and I will want to ask Miss Milford some routine questions. You were about to give us Miss Milford's address, Miss Austin?
It's 32 West Acorn Street. But I don't see...
32 West Acorn, thank you. Well, Inspector, it turned out to be a cut and dried affair after all, didn't it?
No. I think you're way off the beam. Now,
Inspector, why do you always hate to see a case solved without dramatics? You know as well as I do that when we check the fingerprints on that gun, we're going to find that David Austin shot it.
Do I? I don't think so. And I'll tell you why I don't think
Inspector.
so.
Tell me later. We've inconvenienced these people enough as it is. I suggest that you all go to bed and get some sleep. We'll call you in the morning and let you know what the fingerprints show. Come along, Inspector.
All right, I'm coming, but if you think...
Thank you very much, Miss Milford. Yes, I understand. Yes. We'll be at your apartment in 15 minutes. Goodbye. Now, let's see. 32 Acorn Street is 4 blocks north and 2 east. All right, Inspector. Start her up and let's go.
What were you doing in that drugstore?
Oh, I was making a telephone call, Inspector.
Oh, you were?
Yes. I called Miss Pauline Milford. Pity to get her out of bed at this time of night.
I suppose I'm a sucker for asking. What were you calling Miss Milford for?
I asked her if you and I might borrow her apartment until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Naturally, she agreed. That's where we're going now.
Oh, so that's where we're going now.
Right.
And that's what you think. I'm driving this car, don't forget.
So you are, Inspector. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gone through that red light.
Gone through that... By golly, in a minute, Bud. I'm going to sound off. There's just so much of this sort of stuff I can take, even from you.
What is it you want to know, Inspector?
Plenty. In the first place, how do you think you're going to prove that David Austin shot himself just because his left-handed fingerprints might be on that gun?
I don't, Inspector.
Then why did you tell those kids that you could?
Those kids, Inspector, aren't as quick-minded as you. I estimate it'll be at least an hour before it occurs to them that my theory about the thumbprint was ridiculous.
So when they figure it out, what are they going to do?
One of them is going to head for 32 West Acorn Street with the idea of murdering Miss Pauline Milford.
Murdering Pauline Milford?
Right.
What do they want to murder Austin's secretary for?
Turn here, Inspector. This is Acorn Street. Because Miss Milford, Inspector, is the only one who can prove the identity of the person who murdered David Austin.
She is, huh? Well, why didn't you ask her who was guilty when you talked to her on the telephone?
Slow down, Inspector. I think 32 must be along here somewhere. My idea is to trap the murderer, Inspector. Otherwise, we might have difficulty in proving his or her guilt.
Well, all right. I suppose it'll turn out okay. It always does. Only I'm beginning to get one of my headaches.
Yes, this is it, Inspector. Number 32. Let's go in.
Sometime I'm going to get sore at you, Bart. Make you tell me what you're up to, or else.
Or else what, Inspector? Here's the directory. Let's see. Milford, Pauline. Apartment number 20. That'll be on the second floor.
There's the elevator over there. Or else, by golly, I'm going to do something about it.
Here's the second floor button, will you, Inspector?
Okay.
I don't blame you, Inspector. I must be a very annoying person.
I hate to put the screws on, Bart, but there's a limit to what a man in my position can take.
Here we are. I'll open the door. I can see your point of view perfectly, Inspector. The next time I handle a case, I shall spare you embarrassment by neglecting to ask you to come along.
Oh, I don't know. We have to go that far. All I ask is a reasonable amount of consideration.
18, 19, 20. Here we are.
I'm not a hard guy to get along with at all when you come right down to it.
Let's see now. Miss Milford said there was always another key in the nail above the door. Yeah, here it is.
As a matter of fact, I'm downright agreeable now that I think about it.
The light switch must be here on the wall someplace. There we are. Step inside, Inspector, and close the door, please.
Yes, sir. When you come right down to it.
Hey, look. There's a babe sitting in that chair.
Good heavens. Inspector, stay where you are.
What's the matter? Is she dead?
No, just frightened. Don't move closer. You'll be in the line of fire. Get your gun out quick.
All right.
Keep your hand away from your pocket, copper.
Well. My client, Ernie.
Yeah, your client, Ernie. Drake, I got to admit that you're smarter than I gave you credit for.
Thank you, Ernie. Frankly, I must confess that I underestimated your intelligence.
Didn't think I'd get onto your left-handed fingerprint gimmick so quick, huh?
That's right, Ernie. I didn't.
Then asking for the address of Pauline Milford just so I'd know where she lived. Drake, you know your way around. But you got a lot to learn.
Yes, you're so right. I should brush up on my psychology of the criminal mind.
Yeah. It's too bad you stopped the telephone. Otherwise, you'd have gotten here just... Keep your hands up, Danton. I'd as soon plug your Z.
Don't tear your shirt, Bob. You're not going to plug anybody.
Oh, no?
No, that gun you're holding hasn't got any bullets in it.
Are you nuts? It's loaded to the hilt.
Pull the trigger and see. It's the gun we took away from you earlier this evening. And left on the table in Austin's study, isn't it?
What if it is? It's loaded. Now keep away from me, you fool.
You think we'd be crazy enough to leave a loaded gun around? Put it down, Ernie.
Keep back around.
I don't
You're not concentrating.
I'm tired. Look, Bart, let's call it a draw and go home. I can hardly see the chessmen.
All right, just as you say, Inspector. By the way.
Yes?
Don't you want to know how I knew that Ernie would try to murder Pauline Milford?
Nope.
No?
Who cares? He didn't murder her, and he's confessed to killing David Austin, so what difference does it make?
In the first place, I knew that David Austin was left-handed because the stamps on the letter he wrote to Ernie were turned up in the upper left-hand corner.
So what?
When a right-handed person affixes a stamp to an envelope, it's the lower right-hand corner that turns up because the corner is rarely moistened.
Oh, I'm sleepy.
Therefore, I knew that the last letter Ernie received from his uncle was written by a right-handed person. Made me suspicious that Ernie had written that letter himself.
Is that a fact?
And since that was the only letter in which Uncle David had promised Ernie part of his inheritance, I assumed that Ernie had followed up those first letters with one of his own.
That bed of mine will certainly feel good.
It remained then for me to prove that Uncle David had never written a letter promising Ernie part of his inheritance.
Yeah, sure.
And naturally, the only one who would know that would be his secretary, Miss Pauline Milford, since all the letters were typewritten. Do you follow me, Inspector?
Did you say something, Bart?
Naturally. None of my theories would have amounted to anything if you hadn't had the nerve to kid Ernie into thinking that gun wasn't loaded.
Sure. Huh? What was that, Bart?
Believe me, Inspector, your understanding of human psychology is 100% better than mine.
You don't say. Well, now... You mean that, Bart?
I certainly do, Inspector.
Well, come to think of it, it was mighty clever of you, the way you figured things out.
Why, thank you, Inspector.
Say, Bart.
Yes, Inspector?
The next time you get a case, are you going to call me?
Why, I wouldn't think of taking a case without you, Inspector.
Bart, you're a very nice guy. Do you know why I think so?
No. Oh, yes, I do, of course, Inspector.
Why?
Mystery is my hobby.
Mystery is my hobby.
ladies and gentlemen. This is Barton Drake speaking. For this evening's drama, I selected case history number 67 from my book, Mystery is My Hobby. I call it Murder Bound. It was the middle of last winter, and in a remote hunting lodge in northern New Hampshire, a brother and sister and their two guests were preparing to sit out a blizzard which threatened to be one of the worst in years.
Hello, Jim. Can you hear me? I wouldn't try to get through if I were you. Well, I'm calling from the cabin, and it started snowing about 6 this morning. No, we'll be all right. Look, we'll expect you in a couple of days. Right. So long.
They're not going to try and make it, eh, Cal?
No, they're driving that old station wagon, and getting through would be too uncertain.
I think this is too exciting. Really, I do. 4 of us marooned, snowbound, far from civilization, cut off from the world. Oh, it's too thrilling, really.
All I can say is I hope we're not caught here more than a couple of days.
Oh, Don, you're so unromantic, really.
Well, being a psychiatrist, Don means that we might begin to wear on each other's nerves because of the forced intimacy.
Don's an alarmist. Why, we've known each other for years. This is going to be fun.
Bruce is right. You know, being cut off like this gives one a sense of adventure. So let's enjoy ourselves, huh?
All right. Look, how about a couple of hands of bridge?
Oh, let's set up the table in front of the fire.
Hey, speaking of a fire, I'd better get some more wood.
Hey, let me go, Cal. It's only a step, and I need the exercise.
All right, Superman. You insist.
Oh, I think this is going to be grand fun, really. Pull up your chairs, everybody, and after a little bit, I'll make some coffee.
Hey, put the coffee on now. I'll need a cup when I get back.
Morning, Peg. Ooh, it's chilly in here.
Calvin, is it still snowing out?
Of course it's still snowing out. That's a silly question.
Oh, well, really, Calvin, you don't have to be rude. I merely asked.
And you don't have to be so dumb. If you want to know if it's still snowing, look out the window.
Really, Calvin, just because you're my brother...
Oh, for heaven's sake, Peggy, stop saying really.
But, Calvin, really...
Good morning, Peggy. I've been looking for you. How about a game of casino?
Oh, really, Bruce? Casino bores me. It does, really.
How about getting an armful of wood for the fire, Bruce? It's pretty low.
How about getting it yourself, old boy? I got it the last 3 times.
Well. Here we are. Just one big happy family. How's for a spot of coffee, Pig? Can't do a thing without coffee in the morning.
Really, Don, am I a servant? Aren't you capable of making your own coffee?
That's telling him, Peg. Who was your servant last year, Don?
Bruce, do you have to prefix your cliches with that silly laugh?
Well, it's no worse than pigs, really.
Really, Calvin? Must you be so obnoxious?
Cal is obnoxious, isn't he?
Quit that laughing.
Shut up, Don. I'll do my own fighting.
Really, Cal, just because we're snowbound...
4 days of snow so thick you can't see 10 feet.
It's bound to stop sometime. It always has.
Can't you say anything without laughing, Bruce?
Really? Must we quarrel? The others will be here soon.
Pig's right. Let's quit this getting on each other's nerves.
Sure, let's.
That's okay with me.
Really, that's the most sensible thing. Oh, really, Bruce? Must you make love to me? It's so boring.
Why not? There's nothing else to do.
Well, really?
If I hear that guy laugh again, I'll kill him.
Be careful, Bruce. That gun's loaded.
Don't worry. I'm not going to kill anyone.
6 days of snow. It's getting us. I knew it would.
Who was that?
Where did those shots come from?
Hello? Who's there? Guess I'm getting jumpy.
Calvin, I heard some shots. Where's Bruce and Don? Oh, really? This is dreadful.
Well, they must be outside. Come on, let's see.
Here comes someone now.
Well, who is it?
I can't tell. It's snowing too hard. Oh, he's coming in. Oh, really? I can't understand. Oh, it's Don.
Don? What happened? Where's Bruce?
Dead. He shot himself. Either that or someone murdered him.
Holy smoke, Bart. Where are we now?
I can't see anything but snow, Inspector. Here, let me wipe off the windshield.
Wiping off the windshield won't do any good. The only thing that'll help us now is about 3 days of good California weather.
Yes, that would certainly solve our problem, wouldn't it, Inspector?
Yeah, maybe this is funny to you, but to me, freezing to death is a heck of a way to die.
We've all got to go sometime, Inspector.
Yeah.
Inspector, we're stuck.
Now, what do you think of that?
I told you that we shouldn't have tried to come through tonight.
Oh, sure, you told me. You knew the storm wasn't going to let up. You know everything.
Inspector, do I detect a note of sarcasm in your flattery? Come on.
Where are you going?
I'm going to try and find a habitation, Inspector.
We haven't passed a house since early this afternoon.
Which means there must be one nearby. The law of averages, you know, Inspector.
Well, by golly, I'm not getting out of this car. I don't want to freeze to death.
The trick is to keep moving, Inspector.
I'm going to sit right here.
Okay, Inspector. I'll have them pick up your corpse early in the morning.
Hey, Bart.
Yes, Inspector.
Wait a minute, doggone it, I'm coming.
I thought you'd think better of sitting there alone, Inspector.
We're going to find our way through this storm. It's pitch dark, and it's snowing so doggone hard.
I think if we keep that light in our line of vision, we'll be all right, Inspector.
What are you talking about?
That light over there, Inspector. The one that's winking at us through the street.
Well, I'll be... Bart.
Yes, Inspector?
You saw that light all the time, didn't you? You were kidding me.
Kidding you?
Yeah.
I, Inspector? Oh, come on, let's go. Almost there, Inspector. Are you tired?
No, what gave you that idea?
Oh, it's just a passing fancy. Hey, look there, Inspector. Seems to be some sportsman's hunting line.
So what if it is? Let's get inside.
All right, Inspector. If you're rested enough.
Phew. Good to get out of that wind.
It'd be even better to get inside where it's warm.
Yeah.
Well, Sheriff Metcalf. Come in, gentlemen, come in. Well, I had no idea you'd even try to get through in this storm. Lucky for us you did, though. Who's this young man with you, Sheriff?
Oh, just a minute, Mr.
Oh, excuse me. You don't know who I am, of course. I'm Smith, Calvin Smith. It was I who called you on the phone and explained about the suicide.
Suicide?
Yes, a chap by the name of Bruce Stern. Didn't Sheriff Metcalf here explain it to you?
No, he didn't. You see, Sheriff Metcalf has a way of keeping those things to himself until he makes sure of the facts.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose that's smart. However,
just a minute. There's some explaining to be done around here.
Well, I don't know what else I can tell you, Sheriff. Bruce was depressed, financially as well as mentally, I mean. And then on top of that, Peggy refused to marry him. So he went down to the pond and shot himself. You see, it's very simple.
Yeah, I see it is. Only...
Oh, are these men, Cal? Certainly not the sheriff. You're not the sheriff, are you?
No, I'm not.
I hate attractive men who are sheriffs. Well, Calvin, dear, do introduce me. Really, you're being most rude.
Gentlemen, this is my sister Peggy.
How do you do, Miss Smith?
As you can see, she enjoys the sound of her own voice.
Oh, Calvin, really?
Oh, be still, Peg. This is Sheriff Ira Metcalf.
Now, look, if somebody doesn't let me say something...
There, you see? The sheriff wants to talk, too. Oh, Calvin, sometimes you're so difficult. What's your name?
Name? It's John.
John? Oh, how too divine. I've always wanted to know an attractive man named John. May I call you John?
Yes, of course.
Oh, how wonderful. And you must call me Peggy.
Peggy, will you stop running off the mouth? These men are here for a purpose. Sheriff, I suppose you'll want to view the body.
Okay, I give up. I'm the sheriff. Where's the body?
Oh, I think this is so exciting. Oh, I do hope that poor Bruce was murdered. Well, I mean, since he's dead anyway, why not have him murdered? Because it's so dull around here.
Shut up. Now, if you gentlemen will come with me. The corpse is in the woodshed. Well, what do you think?
Personally, I'm not able to think. That talking machine sister of yours left me kind of dizzy.
Well, don't worry, Sheriff. Peggy won't bother you out here in the woodshed where it's cold.
Good. Now, maybe I can explain who...
Sheriff.
Huh? Who are you calling Sheriff?
You, Sheriff. Now, Mr. Smith, if Bruce Stearns died down on the ice pond, why is his body here in the woodshed?
Oh, I see what you mean. We shouldn't have moved the body.
No.
Under the circumstances, I think we were justified, however. You see, the ice pond is partly roofed over, but the snow is drifting in fast. Another day, and we might not have been able to locate the corpse. Now, look over here.
Oh. The body is in a perfect state of preservation.
Yes. As you know, the temperature in this locality hasn't risen above zero for the past week. And at this time of year, it isn't likely to for another month. Oh, hello, Don. Come in. Gentlemen, this is Dr. Donald Shumway, one of our guests. Don, this is Sheriff Metcalf, and John... what did you say your last name was?
Sawyer, Johnson Sawyer.
Oh, yes, of course.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Peggy told me the local law had arrived. You chaps must be badly in need of a murder to come out here on a night like this.
Who said it was murder?
Oh, that's a sharp question, Sheriff. And I always thought Rube Hawkshaws were comic strip characters.
Well, are you going to answer the question?
Sure, I'll answer it. I didn't say it was murder. As a matter of fact, my guess is that Bruce shot himself.
Did you examine the body, Doctor?
Yes, I examined it. He was shot twice through the head. I got to him 5 minutes after it happened.
That's right, gentlemen. Don called me and asked me to help him carry Bruce up here to the woodshed out of the storm.
So, did you hear the shots, Mr. Smith?
Oh, no, naturally not. You see, the ice pond is some distance from the house, and, well, the storm is making a terrific roar.
Did you hear the shots, Doc?
Of course I didn't. No one heard them.
Then how did you know that you arrived at the ice pond 5 minutes after it happened?
Well, I'll be darned. Cal, who was it said these hick cops were dumb?
Never mind that. Answer the question.
I'll answer the question, Sheriff. You don't have to get tough. I happened to overhear the tail end of the quarrel between Bruce and Peggy.
But, Don, you didn't tell me that.
Oh, why should I? I heard Bruce threaten to kill himself. Why make an unpleasant situation worse by talking about it?
So you followed Bruce Stearns down to the ice pond in the hopes of stopping him from carrying out his threat. Is that it, Doctor?
Yes, that's it. Only I got there too late. By the time I arrived, Bruce had shot himself.
I'm sorry, Doctor. Stearns didn't shoot himself. He was murdered.
Oh, he was? Now, look, you Rube cops might be pretty smart, but I happen to be a doctor, and I say...
Doctor, you should be the first to realize that Bruce Stearns couldn't have committed suicide.
What the devil are you talking about?
Bruce Stearns was shot twice, through the head. A man who shoots himself once through the head doesn't live long enough to shoot himself a second time. Sheriff, I suggest that we wait until daylight and then visit the scene of the crime. Perhaps we will uncover some more items of interest.
Tired of shoveling, Inspector?
Yeah, let's stop and rest a minute.
All right. Well, at least we're fortunate that the storm blew itself out in the night.
Yeah. Say, what are we going to stop this play-acting, tell that bunch who we really are?
Inspector, do you object to being regarded as a Rube Sheriff?
No, Rube Sheriffs are as good as anyone else, only.
That's just the point, Inspector. We know they are, but Smith and his friends seem to think that any local law enforcement is rather stupid.
Yeah.
As long as they think that, we have the advantage. Don't you agree?
Well, maybe you're right at that. Well, let's get on with the shoveling.
Right you are.
Think maybe we'll find a suicide note pinned to the ice, eh?
I'm afraid we can't hope for that, Inspector.
But what if Doc Shumway was kidding us about the spot where he found Stern's body?
Inspector, come here. Look.
Where?
Just a minute till I clear away the last of the snow. There. Now, can you see it?
Well, I'll be darned. The Doc wasn't kidding after all.
No, he wasn't, Inspector. There's the perfect outline of a man's body sunk in the ice.
What's the hand for?
Listen, Dr. Shumway said that he followed Bruce Stearns down here and that he arrived 5 minutes after Stearns died.
Well, what's wrong with that? Being a doctor, he'd know how long the guy had been dead.
But, Inspector, do you think a man's body lying here on the ice could have made an impression such as this in 5 minutes' time?
Say, maybe you got something there, Bart.
Perhaps, Inspector, perhaps. Now, let me see. No, I think that theory's all wrong.
Well, make up your mind, will you? I'm getting cold.
Yes, it's definitely wrong, Inspector. There's no doubt about it.
Stearns committed suicide after all.
No, Inspector. Stearns was murdered, but not by being shot. I'll bet my last dollar he died from a blow on the head followed by freezing.
This is the woodshed. The house is upstairs.
Yes, Inspector, I know. I want to have another look at the corpse.
Let's get it over with fast.
This won't take a minute. Yes, there it is.
There's what?
The thermometer on the wall, Inspector. I noticed it last night. What does it say, Inspector?
Let's see. Oh, I wish I hadn't looked.
Yes, that is pretty cold, isn't it, Inspector? Let's take another glance at the corpse.
What are we going to look for this time?
Well, those bullet wounds really don't tell us very much, do they, Inspector?
Only that the guy's dead.
But not necessarily from the bullets. It's possible that both of them could have merely grazed the skull.
If it were my skull, I'd give up and admit being dead.
Look, that slight abrasion behind his left ear. That could have been made by a blow from a heavy instrument. Yes, I think that explains it.
You think what explains what?
It explains the manner in which Bruce Stearns died, Inspector. The motive for his having died, and the identity of his...
What's that? What's that?
Someone close the shed door. Come on, Inspector, quick.
Oh, we're being spied on, eh? Well, it's locked.
Yes, of course it's locked, Inspector. It was locked by the murderer. I'm afraid he has us neatly trapped.
What do you mean trapped? Open the door. Hey, open up, I say.
No use, Inspector. That door is made of oak logs. Don't waste your strength.
Don't waste my strength. Well, what would you suggest? Are we going to just stand here and freeze to death?
I think that's the fate that our captor has in mind for us, Inspector. What did you say the thermometer registered? 10 degrees below zero?
Yeah, and us wearing light top coats. Jumping Judas, we got to do something. Maybe if we began to yell, someone would hear us, eh?
I'm afraid that isn't very likely. This shed is in the rear of the house, and the heavy logs would successfully deaden our voices. Besides, if the murderer is as smart as I think he is, he's going to convince the others that we've quit our job. No, Inspector. We've got to figure some way of getting out of here, and we've got to do it fast. 10 degrees below zero is a lethal weapon that we can't afford to fool with.
Oh, there you are, Calvin. Whatever happened to that attractive man? John, I believe you said his name was. Oh, he's so attractive.
How should I know what happened to him?
Oh, no, really, Calvin, you're being most rude. The car's gone, you know.
What? Whose car's gone?
The sheriff's car, of course. Oh, really, Calvin, don't pretend you don't know.
Pretend I don't know. Why should I pretend I don't know? Besides...
Well, they've gone. Quit. I knew those country bumpkins wouldn't figure anything out.
Oh, really, Don? You don't have to make such an effort to impress us. We're quite aware of the fact that you murdered Bruce.
What? What the devil are you talking about, Peggy?
Oh, don't pay any attention to her, Don. She's crazy.
Oh, Calvin, must you be so rude? Really, after
Peggy,
all...
if you don't stop telling me to stop being rude, I'll sock you one.
Calvin!
You see? That proves my theory, doesn't it? That proves that Bruce committed suicide. I don't care what that thick-headed sheriff says. I tell you, there's just so much of this sort of thing a man can stand. I'm a doctor, I know.
Oh, really, Don?
Stop saying really.
See? That's what happened to Bruce. We've been here too long, shut in by the storm. Bruce couldn't take it. He got sick of looking at us and hearing our voices. I don't blame him. I'm sick of it, too.
Oh, you are? Well, don't think we're not just as sick of you. You and your big talk.
See? We're all sick of each other. See?
Oh, really, Don? If you say see again, I think I'll scream.
And if you say really again, Peggy, I'm going to do more than scream.
Well, it would be interesting, Calvin, to see just what you would do. You've always been such a mousy little man.
Why, you little hussy old cow.
Quit it. This is what happened before. We don't want it to repeat itself.
You stay out of this, Don. I'm going to teach her a...
All right, Smith. Leave her alone.
Drake! How did
we get out of the woodshed? Is that what you were going to ask, Smith?
Woodshed?
Yes.
What about the woodshed?
Never mind the woodshed right now. Didn't I just hear you call Drake?
It slipped off.
How stupid of you, Calvin. Really?
You knew, too, didn't you, Miss Smith?
Oh, darling, of course I did. Oh, I've admired your pictures in the paper so many times. You're so attractive.
So you were all kidding us, eh? Well, for my dough, that means just one thing. You were trying to cover up something.
Of course we were. Bruce was murdered. Do you think that...
Oh, so he was murdered. I thought you said it was suicide, Doc.
Well, naturally I did. These people are my friends. I wanted to do everything I could to protect them. Which, of course, makes you an accomplice some way. Miss Smith, how far down the road did you drive our car?
Why, Barton, you don't think that I...
Yes, we think that you. In fact, we know that you.
Really? But I don't
we
see
how... We saw you, Miss Smith, through a crack in the log walls of the woodshed.
And through the same crack, we saw your brother going back into the house after locking us in the shed.
Locking you in?
Yeah.
Then... Oh, but how did you get out? Chopped our way out some way. Woodsheds usually have axes in them. This one had two. The exercise kept us from freezing and gave us our liberty.
So now that that's all cleared up, we'll arrest the murderer and be on our way.
Oh, Inspector, do you know who the murderer is, really?
You should have.
You all know who the murderer is, really. You've known from the moment it took place. Two of you have kept from telling us because you were afraid the same thing would happen to you that happened to Bruce Stearns, and you didn't have any real proof.
Have you?
Oh, yes, we have proof, Calvin.
Well, who is it? Get it over with.
By the process of elimination, you must be it, Shumway.
Oh, the process of elimination, eh? Well, I'm not quaking in my boots yet, Drake.
Both Smith and his sister made attempts to keep us here because they wanted us to get the proof that neither of them could obtain.
And darn near froze us to death in the attempt.
Oh, you wouldn't have frozen to death. I only wanted to keep you locked up long enough to give Peggy the chance to drive your car away.
So you two dirty...
Really, Don? You were most naive to think that we weren't aware that you had murdered poor Bruce. It was so easy to pretend that we believed your suicide theory.
So that's it. You're all ganged up against me. Well, get this. You can't prove a thing. My testimony is better than any you can turn up. I'm a doctor. I can prove that Bruce shot himself.
And we can prove that Bruce Stearns didn't die of bullet wounds, Shumway. He was frozen to death.
That's a lie.
Is it? Now, let me tell you what I think happened. You and Stearns quarreled. In a fit of rage, you struck him. You're a much bigger man than Stearns was, Shumway. I think he ran away from you and you chased him down to the ice pond. One of you had a gun. You struggled for it and it went off twice. Both bullets grazing Stearns' skull.
That's exactly how it happened. It must have been.
You didn't see anything, so shut up, Cal.
Well, Smith, I don't think you did see the fight. It was snowing too hard. Shumway knew this. He wiped his fingerprints from the gun and came up to the house and got you.
Yeah. Naturally, you had to accept Shumway's statement that Stearns was dead, only he wasn't.
And the argument that you leave the body in the sub-zero temperature of the woodshed to preserve it until the police arrived seemed logical to him.
Only the police arrived sooner than you expected it. All right, Shumway, drop it. You fools. Didn't you think I'd be prepared for this the minute I knew you were Drake and Danton? This is one time.
Oh, really, Don? You're being most difficult.
Peggy, look out, girl. Why, you...
Don, you should have ducked, you know. Really.
Gosh, Bart, did you see the way she tossed that vase? Really?
Oh, really, Barton. You were magnificent. You really were, you know.
Oh, thank you, Peggy.
And you're so attractive. Really, you are.
Well, I'm very flattered.
Oh, slight.
Oh, really, Inspector Danton? Must you be so crude?
Are you envious, Inspector?
No, I'm not envious, but now I can see why everyone went nuts around here. Really, my gosh, now I'm saying it.
Oh, never mind, Inspector. You won't have to put up with it much longer. Before you leave, however, Drake, I'd like to know one thing.
What's that, Mr. Smith?
Well, how in Tunket did you know that Bruce wasn't killed by those shots?
Well, the answer to that's quite simple. When the inspector and I shoveled away the snow, we found a depression in the ice where Stearns' body had lain. You had previously told us that the thermometer had not risen above zero since before the storm started. That meant, of course, that the depression in the ice could only have been made by the heat from Stearns' body, which meant he must have been alive.
By George, that's right, isn't it?
Oh, really, Barton? You're too wonderful. You really are, you know.
Yeah. Well, look, Bart, tell her why you're too wonderful, and let's get out of here.
Well, I can only guess at what you mean, Inspector. I suppose you mean that you want me to say because mystery is my hobby, and it really is, you know. Mystery is my hobby. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Barton Drake speaking. For tonight's drama, I selected case history number 66 from my book, Mystery is My Hobby. I call it Short Distance to Murder. Inspector Danton and I had been requested to attend a political convention that was being held in a fashionable hotel not far from New York. More than 200 guests were present. And during the early evening, we were invited to enjoy a concert on the hotel grounds.
That's
pretty interesting number, eh, Bart? That band is really doing itself proud.
Interesting is hardly the word to describe Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, Inspector.
Well, it's interesting for my dough. Who is this fellow Beethoven, anyway?
He was a composer, Inspector.
A songwriter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who dreams up his titles. What did you say the name of this number was?
The Fifth Symphony.
Huh. He should have talked to the guy who wrote Cement Mixer Putty Putty if he wanted a title. Hey, what are you looking at?
That group over there near the fountain.
Yeah?
The old gentleman seems to be in trouble.
Yeah. Looks like he's sick. Say, isn't it Alfred Emerson?
I believe it is, Inspector. Well, I guess it isn't anything serious. He's going into the hotel unassisted.
It better not be anything serious. Emerson's going to be our next governor.
Yes, you're probably right. Unless Cliff Goddard gets the nomination.
Goddard hasn't got a chance.
We'll see.
Oh, for God's sake. Now what's the matter?
Emerson's wife seems to be arguing with that dark-haired young man.
Looks like Emerson's secretary, Kent Leslie.
Yes, it does.
Say, that Mrs. Emerson is a looker, isn't she?
Well, she's much younger than her husband, Inspector. Since Leslie's going to the hotel, he seems to have won the argument.
Probably Mrs. Emerson figured her husband wasn't feeling well or something and wanted to go up and see if he was all right.
And apparently Leslie persuaded her that he should go instead.
Well, that makes sense. If both the Emersons left, the party would be a bust. Might as well get back to Beethoven. I guess nothing exciting is going to happen after all.
Did you expect something exciting to happen, Inspector?
I gotta be on the lookout. That's what they're paying me for.
Always the adventure at heart, eh, Inspector?
Well?
Now, will you please sit back and enjoy the music?
Say, how long does this number last?
The first movement should be over shortly, Inspector.
First movement, yes. Do you mean we gotta sit here and...
Look, Inspector.
Huh?
Someone to see.
Oh, hello, son. What's on your mind? What? Speak up.
I don't think he wants anyone but you to hear, Inspector.
With all this noise? Huh? What was that? Good gosh.
Something wrong, Inspector?
I'll say something's wrong. Alfred Emerson has just committed suicide.
Please get out of the way.
All right. Gangway. Break it up.
I beg your pardon.
Come on. Let's through here. Come on, Bart.
I'm right behind you, Inspector.
Crowds like that remind me of vultures.
Sudden death never fails to attract a mob, Inspector. Well,
Glad you're here, Inspector Gatton. I'm Cora Emerson.
Cora Emerson. I thought you were down listening to the concert.
I was.
you got up here rather quickly, didn't you, Mrs. Emerson?
Quickly? I don't believe I understand. I was on my way up when the shot was fired.
Oh, I see. Well, that explains it. I hadn't noticed that you left the garden.
Where's the body? I mean, your husband, Mrs. Emerson.
In the bedroom. You'll just step in here, please.
Say, Bart, for a lady who's just lost her husband, I wouldn't say she was exactly heartbroken, would you?
No, I wouldn't, Inspector.
Dexter, I tell you, you're crazy.
Oh, am I, Leslie? We'll see. Oh, well, here's Mrs. Emerson now with the policeman.
Cora, this crazy loon says that I've been the one.
Gentlemen, this is my husband's secretary, Mr. Kent Leslie, and this is Mr. Ralph Dexter. Inspectors Noah Danton and Martin Drake.
Hi, how are you,
How do you do?
gentlemen?
Well, gentlemen, you seem to have arrived just in time. Why so?
He's going to tell you that I murdered Mr. Emerson, of all the crazy fools.
Calling me crazy is a poor defense, Leslie.
All right.
Let's save that until later. Where's the body?
Alfred is lying there on the bed, Inspector.
On the bed? Oh, my gosh. Then some dumbhead moved him.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, I don't mean you, lady. He's too big for you to lift. Don't look at me, Inspector. I didn't move him.
Neither did I.
No, of course not. Now, look, somebody...
Inspector, suppose we take a look.
Good idea. And nobody leaves this room until I say so. Understand?
Look, Inspector, come here.
Yeah, what, Bart?
By the position of the body, I'd say he could have fallen across the bed after he was shot, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe you're right at that.
The bullet made a clean hole through his head. That means we should be able to locate it here in this room.
What good will that do us?
We haven't got the gun.
The gun is on the floor at your feet, Inspector.
On the... Well. So it is. Imagine that.
Be careful, fingerprints, Inspector.
I'll be careful. Nobody will touch the doggone gun until the fingerprint boys get here. What are you looking at, Bart?
Powder burns, Inspector. There are definite traces on the right side of Emerson's head.
A close-range shot, eh?
Possibly.
That means it could have been suicide.
Unless it happens that Emerson was left-handed.
Yeah, that's so. Now,
Don't waste your time, gentlemen. Alfred Emerson was right-handed.
This guy seems to know all the answers, Bart, so how's about us asking a few questions just to keep the balance even, eh?
I think that's a good suggestion, Inspector.
Yeah.
Well, have you gentlemen decided that Emerson was murdered?
Why do you insist that Alfred was murdered, Ralph? I'm positive it was suicide.
And why are you so positive, Mrs. Emerson?
Alfred was suffering from a heart ailment and had an attack during the concert. He was morbidly afraid of being a helpless invalid.
Look, lady, a man who is about to become elected governor doesn't go shoot himself just because he has heart trouble. Not for my dough, he doesn't.
You wouldn't say that if you'd known Alfred Emerson, Inspector. He had a phobia against a lingering illness.
You've got to think of better ones than that if you want to get out of this, Leslie.
Listen, Dexter, why don't you shut up? Why do you insist on being such a sorehead just because I talked Mr. Emerson out of that political job for your son-in-law?
Watch your lip, you young pup.
Ralph, you know that you're letting that incident prejudice your thinking.
Prejudice my... All right, Cora, and why not? You know I dumped enough money into your husband's campaign to ask for a few favors.
You should know that Alfred never sought votes by offering political favors.
Oh, no?
Bart, you know, there's one interesting thing about this deal. We don't have to ask questions to get the answer.
The trouble is, Inspector, we're not getting the right kind of answers.
I guess we better take over, eh?
An excellent idea, Inspector.
All right, now. Who discovered the body?
I did. I was in my room at the end of the hall. I heard a shot, came directly here, and found young Lester standing over Al's body.
That's a lie. I wasn't anywhere near the body. I was there by the door.
You're going to have a sweet time proving that, son.
Suppose you tell us your version of the story, Leslie.
Sure, I'll tell you. I haven't anything to hide. Good. Mr. Emerson had a heart attack during the concert. He said he was going up to his room. Cora wanted to go with him, but we dissuaded her. After Mr. Emerson had gone, Cora was still worried, so I said I'd go up. Mr. Emerson! Mr. Emerson! Probably in the bathroom. Mr. Emerson? In the bedroom. Mr. Emerson? Stop. Mr. Emerson! Mr. Emerson! Mr. Emerson. He's dead. I better call him. Dexter, what are you doing here?
Something wrong, Leslie?
Where'd you come from?
Oh, just checked in, heard the shot, and came down to investigate. Got tired of waiting, eh, Leslie?
What do you mean I got tired of waiting? What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, son. Are you sure that you wiped off your fingerprints?
Wiped off my fingerprints?
From the gun. That's always the first thing a murderer should think of, you know.
Murder? Take that back or I'll...
Attacking me is only going to make it look worse. You'd better be careful.
Yeah, I'll be careful. What's the matter, Dexter? Did Cliff Goddard turn down your offer of money for that job for your son-in-law?
As a matter of fact, I didn't ask him. I didn't have to.
Oh, no?
No, I talked to your boss over long distance this morning. And he promised to take care of everything.
It's a lie. I happen to know that... Who's that?
Ken!
It's Cora. Gotta keep her out of here. Cora, don't...
Ken, is Alfred all right?
Cora, go back into the other room. Don't come in here.
No, let me. Is that Alfred on the bed? What's happened to him? Ken, he's been shot.
That's right, Cora. Shot. And who do you think shot him?
Shut up, Dexter.
Why? I'll have to talk later. Why not now? Cora, your late husband, trusted secretary, seems to have murderous instincts.
Kent, you didn't...
Of course I didn't. Mr. Emerson shot himself. I heard the shot and went in to investigate. Dexter found me there and immediately jumped to conclusions.
I'll say I did. Jumped and hit the bullseye.
I don't believe that, Ralph. Not a word of it. Kent, I think you'd better get a bellboy and send for Inspector Dunn.
He's in the garden with Bart and Drake.
And that's the way it happened. None of us has touched anything till we two got here.
Well, that's an interesting story. How about it, Dexter? Is that the way it happened?
That's good enough. There wouldn't be any good in the kid lying.
Of course I wouldn't lie. I've got nothing to hide.
Mrs. Emerson, a few minutes ago, you said you were on your way up here when the shot was fired.
That's right. I was on the stairs.
According to Leslie's story, considerable time elapsed after the shot was fired before you arrived. You must have been down on the second floor.
Well?
I'm just wondering if you could have heard that shot from down there.
I didn't say I heard it. I said I was on my way up here when the shot was fired. I just reasoned that the shot must have been fired at that time.
I see. Leslie?
Yes?
Is this the door that you tried to open and found locked after you heard the shot?
Yes. Only it wasn't locked. It was stuck. Mr. Emerson has been complaining about it ever since his arrival.
Huh. Well, possibly you're right, but I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
I'll explain in a minute. Inspector, I think you'd better send for the medical examiner and the fingerprint men. In the meantime, suppose we try and locate that bullet that passed through Emerson's head.
Okay, first I'll phone
You won't have to waste your time looking for the bullet, gentlemen. There's a hole in the closet door on the other side of the bed.
By golly, Bart, he's right.
Yes, I see he is, Inspector.
I imagine you'll find your bullet somewhere inside the closet.
I'll take a look.
You have sharp eyes, Dexter.
Thank you. It's easy to figure out what happened, isn't it? If Emerson were standing up, his head would be in a direct line with the hole in the closet door.
Does that mean he didn't commit suicide? Find it, Inspector?
Yep. Here it is. It was caught on the sleeve of a coat hanging in the closet.
What caliber is it?
Looks like a .38. Same as the gun.
So?
Well, we still don't know if Emerson shot himself.
You would if you knew anything about wood, Inspector.
Wood?
Wood, Inspector. That closet door is made of white oak, which is a pretty hard wood.
Well, what about it?
What about it?
Yeah.
Why, that's a clean hole through the door panel.
Quit talking in riddles. So, what if it is a clean hole?
Well, if you know anything about wood, you'd know what I was talking about.
What Dexter's trying to say, I think, Inspector, is that if the speed of the bullet were retarded by passing through Emerson's head, it wouldn't have had enough momentum to penetrate the heavy oak of the closet door.
That's it, Drake. Therefore, Emerson couldn't have committed suicide.
And let me get this straight. The bullet that killed Emerson didn't have enough speed to penetrate the closet door. All right. Now, there is a hole through the closet door. That means that 2 shots must have been fired.
You are catching on, Inspector.
2 shots weren't fired. I was in the other room. I know.
Sure you know, Leslie. Now let's see you talk your way out of it.
Dexter, I've got a
Just
half a mind
a moment, please. Dexter, you've been riding rather high, wide, and handsome in this case. Suppose you stop advancing theories and accusations and answer a few questions yourself.
Not a bad idea.
I should be very glad to accommodate you, gentlemen.
Fine. You told us a few minutes ago that you heard a shot and came up here to investigate. How many shots did you hear?
2.
Why didn't you say so before?
Well, nobody asked me.
Oh, wise guy, eh?
Excuse me, Inspector. Now then, if 2 shots were fired, what happened to the second bullet?
That's your problem, son. You'll have to find it yourself.
We'll try to, I assure you, Dexter. That door over there opens onto the hall, doesn't it, Mrs. Emerson?
Yes, it does.
And there's a door which opens into the hall from the sitting room, which means, of course, that Emerson's murderer could have escaped into the hall while Leslie was still wrestling with that stuck door.
Say, that's right.
Oh, that's what I call grasping at straws.
Is it, Dexter? What do you think, Mrs. Emerson?
Well, I suppose by that you mean that I could have shot my husband.
I mean that you have the time and the opportunity. So did Dexter. And certainly Leslie was in an excellent position to do so.
Then you're quite sure that Alfred didn't commit suicide?
I know he didn't, Mrs. Emerson. He was murdered. And I know who murdered him. That's probably headquarters, Inspector. You'd better answer.
Yeah. Hello? Stanton speaking. Yeah, hello, Charlie. What's the story? It was, eh? Emerson died as a result of a gunshot, boss. His heart was okay.
Well, I'm not surprised. Are you, Inspector?
I ceased being surprised at the age of 12. Go ahead, Charlie. Is that a fact? Well. Okay, thanks. What do you know? No fingerprints on the gun.
I didn't think there would be. Did you, Inspector?
No, I guess not. Would have made things too easy. Well, let's go in and arrest the guilty party.
No, wait a minute. Not so fast, Inspector.
What's the matter? You said you knew who murdered Emerson.
I do, Inspector, but as you know...
Yeah, I know. We've got to have the proof before you go accusing anyone.
Right.
Well, look, if we haven't got the proof now, how are we going to get it?
I don't think it's going to be too difficult.
You don't, eh? We haven't found that second bullet yet, you know.
That's because it went out the window, Inspector.
Out the window? How do you know?
What other answer can there be? We've searched every inch of this room and found no trace. The window was open when we entered,
So it went out the window. That means that Emerson must have been standing in line with the window when the shot was fired. I still don't see...
Never mind, Inspector. Now, suppose we go and have a talk with our suspects. One or two more questions, a little stratagem, your able assistance in a plan I have, and I think we'll be able to corral our murderer.
Is that you, Kent?
Yes, Paul.
Holly's still in there?
Yes, but I can't hear anything.
Do you think they'll find the other bullet?
I don't know. I suppose so. If there is another bullet.
Kent, there's something I want to tell you.
Hmm?
I did hear the shot fired, Kent. I wasn't on the second floor. I was right outside the door to the bedroom.
It couldn't have been. There wasn't time.
There was time, Kent. Listen, I was down on the second floor when the first shot was fired. I didn't hear it. No one did but Ralph.
Now, wait a minute, honey. I couldn't...
No, Kent. Let me go on. I came up here and was just about to enter the living room when the second shot was fired.
You couldn't have been. Don't you see you couldn't? Ralph came into the living room before you did. Cora,
Yes, Kent?
you're lying. Deliberately. Why?
Oh, Kent, don't you see why? Can't you understand that I'm trying to...
Sorry to keep you folks waiting so long, but we were... Oh, something wrong here?
No, everything's all right, Mr. Drake.
Where's Dexter?
He went back to his room.
Oh, he did. He's got a nerve. Now, I've had
I don't think we've anything to worry about, Inspector. Dexter will be around when we want him. Right now, I think we'd better listen to what Mrs. Emerson and Leslie have to say.
What we have to say? What do you mean?
Haven't you something to tell us, Leslie?
No, we've told you everything we know.
Have you? How about you, Mrs. Emerson?
Oh, what's the use? You're bound to find out sooner or later. And I suppose it will be worse.
Be careful, Cora.
You're right, Mrs. Emerson. If you're hiding something and we find out later, it will be worse.
All right. Kent and I are in love.
Good night. Is that all?
Is that all? Well, to us, that's rather important, Inspector Danton.
Well, to me, it's a lot of...
Inspector. Huh? The inspector and I guessed that you and Leslie were in love some time ago, Mrs. Emerson.
You knew?
Yes. The fact that your husband's secretary addressed you by your first name, plus the fact that you were so little disturbed by Emerson's death, was ample evidence.
I see. Oh, but you must believe that there was nothing sordid about our regard for each other. Alfred knew. He was quite willing to give me a divorce. But we decided to wait until after the election.
Everything just hunky-dory with all parties concerned, eh? Nope, I'm not buying that. I've heard that routine several times before.
But it's true, Inspector Danton. Every word is true.
Sure. It's also true that it gives you and your boyfriend here a motive for murder. But how about putting that excellent plan of yours into execution and get this over with? Or are we running an advice to the Lovelorn Bureau?
Inspector, your sarcasm is a stimulant.
Yeah.
Is Clancy still on guard out in the hall?
He is, unless he's fallen asleep. I wouldn't blame him if he did. This is about the
Splendid.
dollars.
I'd like to talk to Clancy a minute, and then the four of us can call on Mr. Dexter in his room and enact the final drama, right? May we come in, Dexter?
Oh, please do. Well, now that we're all together again, sit down and make yourselves comfortable.
I'm standing. This isn't any tea party, you know.
Oh, suit yourself, Inspector. Well, Drake, I suppose this is the big moment. You're going to identify the murderer of Albert Emerson.
Not quite, Dexter. The murderer is going to identify himself.
That would be a good trick if it works. Well, tell us about it.
First, let me tell you what happened this evening. Do you mind?
No, I'd like to hear your version of it.
His version will be right. You can bet your boots on that, mister.
Thank you, Inspector. When Emerson got up to his room after leaving the concert, the murderer was waiting for him. He was in the bedroom. Emerson didn't see him at first. He walked over to the window, opened it to get a breath of air. While he was standing there, the murderer shot him.
And the bullet went through his head and out the window, eh?
That's it exactly, Inspector.
Well, that sounds simple enough. And then what happened?
It was simple, Dexter. The murderer then carried Emerson's body to the bed and arranged it so that it would appear he had fallen. And at this moment, the murderer heard someone come into the living room.
Right, so far, Drake. It was I. I heard the shot and came running down.
It couldn't have been you, Dexter. It was I.
It's your turn to claim it as you, lady. Go ahead, Bart.
The murderer then shot a second bullet through the closet door.
Why?
So that it would appear that Emerson had shot himself while standing near the bed. And so that the person who was in the living room would hear the shot and discover Emerson lying on the bed, thereby making it appear to be suicide.
Then there were 2 shots. I did hear one.
You couldn't help but hear it, lady, if you fired it.
If I fired it...
Cora couldn't have fired it. I know.
Oh, you do? What happened then, Bart?
Then, Inspector, the murderer hastily wiped off his fingerprints and went into the hall from the bedroom and entered the living room.
Sort of a merry-go-round deal, eh? Get to the point, Drake. Who was this murderer?
Under the circumstances, Dexter, I'll have to ask you to... What was that?
What was it? It was a shot. Clancy must be in trouble. Come on, Bart.
Like to either that or we've made a mistake and our murderer is at large.
Which way did the shot come from, anyway?
Down this way, I think.
No, it wasn't. It came from that direction.
How about it, Dexter? In which room was that shot fired?
Well, how should I know? I'm not a mind reader. You're the detective.
You see, Dexter, the murderer did identify himself, didn't he?
Oh, you're pretty smart, Drake. Now let's see if you're smart enough to figure this one out.
Look out, Bart! I'm ready for him, Inspector.
What's that they're playing now?
Beethoven's Fifth, Inspector.
Doesn't that band know any other number? They were playing Beethoven's Fifth when we left. This crowd must be glutton for punishment if they want to hear it twice.
They're not hearing it twice, Inspector. This is the last movement we're hearing now.
The last move? You mean the same number has been going on all this time?
Yes, that's right, Inspector.
Holy smoke. That fellow Beethoven must have worked nights to turn out stuff that long. By the way, Ralph Dexter was a lumber dealer, wasn't he?
Yes, he certainly was, Inspector. That's why he knew about the bullet going through the closet door. He had to advance the murder theory because he was afraid that someone else might remember that the speed of the bullet would be retarded.
Uh-huh. And the reason he wanted his son-in-law to get the political appointment was because the kid had thrown a lot of business his way, eh?
That's right, Inspector. Apparently, he and Emerson quarreled, and he shot him in a fit of anger.
You know, that was pretty cute, the way you made Dexter show his hand.
Oh, thank you, Inspector. You remember when we first questioned Dexter? He said he was sitting in his room when he heard the shot? And he came directly to Emerson's room.
So he said.
Mm-hmm. But Dexter was quartered some distance down the hall, and I wondered how he knew where Emerson's room was located and how he knew that the shot came from that room.
Yes, sir. Pretty cute. When Clancy shot off his gun, Dexter didn't know where the shot came from any more than anyone else. The trouble with Dexter was he didn't know that...
Mystery is my hobby.